Now let me tell y'all something about dreams. Listen up, because this is something I found out a long time ago that goes against everything you see in a movie, on TV, or what your great-grandma may have told you when you were a kid. See, dreams don't happen overnight. That ain't how it works. See, they come to you in the daylight. You gots to be awake. Cause baby, you got to run dreams down. See, that chase is when we learn the most about ourselves. To take that extra step, that extra mile, that extra rep. Now look here. You don't never know how long it's gonna take or exactly what it'll look like when you get there. The only thing you know is you can never stop. So, question time. What's your dreams? What's your dream? Are you willing to do what it takes to make that dream a reality? No. See, not while you're sleeping, but every darn day you wake up. Because if it does, good morning. Now give me my darn theme.
What's happening? We back, man, with another one, man. Another day, man. Man, we are back. We're back. Man. Welcome everybody into Robert Man Media, baby. Man, it is time, man. Shout out to you, Miss Jennifer. What up, Mac? Shout out to everybody that's in the building right now. That's watching me on all different platforms, not just YouTube, man. We are back in the building with another episode, man. It's time to get this thing on and popping, man. I know I ain't been live a lot this month, but hey, I'm about to get back into the rhythm. I apologize, guys. Just a bunch of things going on with the family, sister having a new baby, things like that. So, hey, I'm back with another one. But hey, we got some stuff we're gonna get into, man. Let me know where you checking in from. Shout your city, your state out. Let me know where you checking in from right now, man. Peace and blessings to you, man. Right back to you, man. What's the word, Mac? Hey, where's the word, man? We got Atlanta up in here. We got Texas up in here. Ooh. Let's see. You know, we got Houston up in the building right now. Okay, what we talking about, man? We got Dallas in the building. We got East Dallas up in here. We got St. Louis up in here. Y'all know the whole town rocking with me. Yeah, Louisiana. Shout out to all my Louisiana people out here, Milwaukee. Miami, Florida up in the building. 305, man. The 305, man. I'm gonna be down there in Miami, sometime soon. I ain't gonna say what date, but I'm gonna be down there sometime soon, coming next month. Yeah, we in here, man. We about to get this thing up and cracking, man. Be more in the building, man. Shout out to Baltimore. Yeah. Shout out to Fort Worth, Texas. I'll be down in Texas for sure. Delaware up in here. I definitely be in Texas. I got family in Texas, but I'll definitely be down there in Texas soon. New York in the building. Woo! We know we got Michigan up in here. Lawrence, what are you, man? What's the word, man? Pull up on me, man. Pull up on me. We gotta talk about this weekend's game, man. Pull up on me right now, man. Pull up on me, man. We gotta talk about this weekend's game, man. Ooh, Oklahoma in the building, Tulsa, Memphis. Hey, we got Vegas up in here. I got family in Vegas too. UCF game is we definitely gonna link. Yeah, I'll be down there, man. We got some big plans planned for that, man. I just can't release the plans out right now, but we got some stuff lined up for that, man. Y'all just be patient, man. Let the schedule come out and all that, man, so we can get this thing over there rocking, man. What's the word, Lord? What's the word, man?
Rob the Man Media. What's the word?
Man, hey, man, I can't call it, man. You know I had to get you up here, man. See how you feeling about this weekend's game, man. What's up with this weekend, man? What they gonna do, man? And you got another home game.
Got another home game. Game at the crib. Tampa Bay Bucks. That's honestly who we wanted to play. You know, we already played them this year, and things went well down in Tampa, Florida. So we're looking to repeat the same. We do see that Baker Mayfield is hot right now. He hot. I ain't gonna lie. He playing very well, playing for another contract and everything. So it won't be an easy task, even though, the Lions have already taken the Tampa Bay Buccaneers down once this season. It still won't be an easy task. Anything can happen in the playoffs that we can see. So, they took down the defending NFC champs in convincing fashion. So, we are not taking the Tampa Bay Bucks lightly, but I do predict the Lions victory.
Man. Y'all about to go apply that pressure to them, man. Hey, listen, I need my boy to get off this weekend, though, man. My boy from the crib, you know what I'm saying? Williams, man. I need him to go off, man.
Vinny Williams.
Williams, I need James to go off.
He's been playing better and being more utilized, by the week. So, it's definitely going forward. I expect big things from Williams to be the number one guy, especially, when it comes to utilizing the speed and being a deep threat on the field. But the steady hand.
You know what I love about last week is that they don't got him just running the fly route. You know what I'm saying? Or that deep post. They got him actually, running some curls, doing some different things with him to give him the ball, man. I've been waiting on that, man. I've been waiting on that for sure, man. So
they definitely have opened up the route tree for him, which is a good thing that, get him in the middle and utilize more, because it creates opportunities for the other receivers on the team. Now you got Amon-Ra St. Brown wide open because Williams is all over the space, so all over the field. So I definitely think it's good things to come. Hopefully another win. Honestly, that'll be equivalent to the Super Bowl if they win 2 home games.
I got another pass rusher back, James Houston.
We got James Houston back. He's been on IR all year with an ankle injury. So he's coming back. Hopefully we definitely need somebody else to apply pressure on the quarterback other than Aiden Hutchinson. Right now it's just Aiden Hutchinson up front. And if he doesn't get to the quarterback, whoever it is, they have time to pick the secondary apart, because that is the weak link of the team. But hopefully we can get some pass rush and hurry up Baker Mayfield and force him into some mistakes. That'll be the game plan.
I mean, I think the biggest thing from when you look at that game from last week with Tampa Bay and Philly was just tackling. It came out of tackling, just tackling in space, right?
Yep.
But that's been an NFL this whole playoffs, man. People been able to tackle in space, gain tackle, with all the extra yak yards. So, hey, man, I like y'all chances, man. But I definitely had to come up here, man. Got to give my respect to the Detroit, man, because y'all got it rocking up there right now. It's rocking up there right now.
2 home playoff games, and then we got the draft coming up, NFL draft coming up in a couple months as well. So,
it's rocking up there right now, mama. I can't even lie. Coach Dre, what's the word?
What's good, fellas? What's good? I know y'all been partying hard down there in Michigan. But them boys from Tampa say they coming up the way to try to do something. Now they say they coming up the way trying to do something. I don't know though. Baker played good this week, so I can't say much about him. But I need him to play like that again. This week. Baker he on again, off again, but it should be a good one. I like the Lions because I like Houston coming back. That's gonna give them an edge rusher. But I'm happy for Coach Bowles, because you know what I'm saying. He needs to have a good season. If not, I knew down here in Florida they was gonna be trying to get rid of him. So I was happy that he had him a good season. But it's 50-50 with Baker with me right now. I don't know, but if he come to play like he played last week, it's gonna be a game. I feel like y'all quarterback always come to play, so and your offense come to play, and then like I say, I don't know if Tampa you ain't ready for James Houston, so that's gonna be a real key for y'all this week.
I think so too, Coach. I agree.
Go ahead. What's the word?
Oh, nothing, man. I just wanted to shout you out, Rob. Shout out Coach Dre. Shout out B. Lawrence. Matter of fact, Barry Sanders is my favorite athlete across all sports. So anytime the Lions do anything of significance, I'm always happy. I love Detroit as a city. The Islamic roots and ties, especially with my family. So I love Detroit as a city. I was happy when Michigan win, and I'm happy when the Lions win. Anytime the Lions win, I'm happy. So from an analysis standpoint, they should be Tampa. Like Coach Dre said, I'm happy that that Bowles had a great season, so they got to retain him. Baker Mayfield playing out of his mind the last 7 weeks. I didn't see that. I didn't see that happening. But he been playing good ball. I just think Jared Goff has been playing equally as well, ball or better. So it's definitely gonna be a good game. I'm picking Detroit, and I hope Detroit go all the way to the bowl. To be honest with you, I don't want them to beat Lamar, but if they win, I won't be mad. I won't be mad. So,
hey, that'd be lit to see the Lions in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that would be. That's really a win. Like if they make it there, they kind of got to win it. Like I can't do Detroit like that. If they make it, you know what I'm saying. And then especially with Dallas losing how they lost this year, that'll put like that. You know what I'm saying.
Please don't bring up the Cowboys. Just don't.
Hey, I'm not a
Please
Cowboys fan. I'm a Dallas native. Been here my whole life. I love it when they lose. Ever since they got rid of coach, I throw my own personal parade every season that they don't. Every season they get eliminated, I throw my own personal parade. So ever since they got rid of my coach, man, even though they put him in the Ring of Honor, that don't mean shit to me. How you make the Ring of Honor before you make the Hall of Fame before you make the Ring of Honor? That just let you know that's BS, man. So, but yeah, I digress.
Hey, Weston, what's the word? What's the Mac?
What's the word, Rob? Big fan of the show, bro. I'm from St. Louis as well. I'm from Wellston. That's why it's Wellston Mac.
Yeah,
So
I already figured. When I see the Wells. I already knew what time it was.
Yes, sir. Trenches.
Yeah. Man, what's the word? You got anything you want to talk about in Detroit? Are you just
not really. I mean, I definitely like what they're doing in Detroit. I just feel like it takes time to build, what they really trying to get. This is just the first stages of it. So it don't matter if they win or not. However far they take it is a blessing for Detroit. You know what I mean?
Hey, for me, man, I gotta support the, the hometown kid from the Lou, man. J-Mo, man. So hey.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We always gotta support ours, you know what I'm saying? But hey.
Yeah, for sure.
It is what it is. But let's get right into it, man. We're gonna get right into the games this weekend. Since y'all got y'all up here. I was gonna wait to the end, but we're gonna get right into it. First game on the slate, we got Texas versus the Ravens, and it's snowing in B-More. Who y'all got?
I mean, you got to go with Lamar. I mean, I like C.J. Stroud, and I love what DeMeco Ryans. I think he should be coach of the year, but I just don't see them losing, because if Lamar lose, it ain't gonna be good, and people gonna bash him. So, but I got the Ravens. I just think they the better team. But I do like what the Texans been doing. But I got Lamar and the Ravens by about 7. I think they'll win by 7.
Yeah, I feel like I got the Ravens. I feel like in this type of weather, you got to go for the team with the best running game. And I think it's gonna be a blowout, bro. I think the Ravens gonna beat them by at least 2 touchdowns.
I got the Ravens as well. I think they're pretty much all the paths got them going to the Super Bowl. I think it's just their year to get to the Super Bowl and honestly win it. So I say Ravens 24-14.
Okay. What you got, Em?
I definitely picked the Ravens, but I would tell you this: I won't be surprised if CJ upset the apple cart, man. That guy's special. I just believe he's in the right culture, right system, right coaching. But I just feel like this is Lamar's year as far as MVP and all that. I just, you know what I'm saying? I want to see him get it. So I'm picking the Ravens. I don't have a necessary score, but I think they'll get a comfortable win. Not a blowout, but a comfortable win.
So for me, I'm gonna take the Ravens. But if it was one game that the Ravens would lose, it'll be this one if they're gonna lose the game. That's just how I'm looking at it, right? DeMeco Ryans, he's gonna have his defense. His defense gonna surprise the Texans gonna have this weekend. I think the game is gonna be a lot closer than what most people expect the game to be. But ultimately, I do got the Ravens pulling it out at home in the snow. But I just think DeMeco Ryans is gonna come in with a game plan, and he's gonna put a lot of pressure on Lamar. He's gonna put a lot of pressure on his running game, and this defense is gonna play at a different level, man. for me, if DeMeco Ryans is not the coach of the year, something wrong. I don't care how you want to slice it and dice it. He has to be the coach of the year.
I agree with that.
Like when you look at what the Texans was last year to what they are this year, a complete 360. If he ain't the coach of the year, it's a problem. I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, he definitely changed the culture.
So next game up tomorrow will be the Packers versus the 49ers. Who y'all rocking with?
I got the 49ers by 2 touchdowns. 49ers by 2 touchdowns. Even though Love looked like an All-American, All-World the other week, I just got him. I got him by 2 touchdowns. I got him by 2 touchdowns.
I mean, I got the Packers, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people think, mainly because the Packers coach, he came up with Shanahan. They real familiar with each other, so he pretty much know exactly what he's going to do. So it's going to be a close game, I think. But I think the 49ers going to pull it out.
I have to agree with everyone else. I think the 49ers are going to pull it out. I just don't see – similar to Houston, I think they, these teams that get to the playoffs for the first time, yeah, they play a good game the first game, but it's hard to repeat that when you're there and haven't been there before. So I think that's what's going to come down. What is going to come down to when they go against the 49ers defense, and I think they'll create some turnovers in that game. So I pretty much say the same score. Bring me like a 24-14, maybe even higher than that. Pretty convincing win over the Green Bay Packers.
I also got to go with the 49ers. I wouldn't be surprised. The way Jordan Love played, I was joking with the guys at work that who we thought was Jordan Love went into the locker room and took his mask off, and it was secretly Aaron Rodgers up under there. The way he was dissecting the defense. But I just think I think 49ers will win. I just think they just overall had a better team. Packers have a young, great nucleus to build off of, so there'll be a problem for years to come. So, I got to go with the 49ers.
I'm going with the 49ers. I just feel like Christian McCaffrey finna go crazy tomorrow. That's just how I look at it. He finna go crazy tomorrow, and it's about to be a wrap for it. Can the Packers score 21 points is the question to me, right? I think for you to beat the 49ers, you're going to have to be able to score at least 28 points, and I just don't think the Packers should score 28 points. And so I'm rolling with the 49ers on that one. I don't think the next game on the slate for Sunday will be Buccaneers versus the Lions. I pretty much think everybody going to go with the Lions unless somebody can say something different. So the last game is going to be.
I got something different. I got the Bucs. I got the Bucs. Yeah, I got the Bucs. I got to go with the Florida team. Got the Bucs.
All right. And then last game on the slate, we got the Chiefs versus the Bills. Who you got?
It is a toss-up. I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna go out on the limb. I'm gonna go with Buffalo. I like the way Allen been playing. I like the way Diggs been playing. And I like their defense a little better than I like Kansas City right now. And Kansas City receivers, they don't show up. They just don't show up. You can't get it done with Mahomes and Kelsey. I just don't know. So I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills. I'm gonna go with Buffalo Bills and
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Buffalo as well, man. I feel like as long as you just double or triple team Kelsey, that throw the whole game plan off.
I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills as well. I just don't see this being the year for the Chiefs with the lack of production they have at the receiver spot. I mean, even Kelsey has been up and down all year, and the defense has been solid. But I just offensively, I don't see them being as formidable as they were in years past. So I think the Bills will capitalize on that, and I think this is the year that the Bills take them out.
This is really, for me, a litmus test in a sense for Josh Allen. You received all the praise. You received a lot of lauding from football fans. So I really want to see if he's gonna rise to the occasion. And plus the pressure's on him. I'm expecting them to beat Mahomes. I'm expecting them to beat Mahomes to get it done. And I'm putting it on Josh Allen's shoulders. It's time to barbecue a mildew. You have a great coach, Sean McDermott. You got weapons. Defense is beyond solid. So yeah, I want to see, and if he lose, I need them to crash down on him. They've been giving him, you know what I'm saying? They've been giving him excuse after excuse. He got to show up. So I'm picking the Bills, but this is a current thing with me. I won't be surprised if it's Mahomes, man. You know what I'm saying? The dude's a wizard as a quarterback. Even though his options aren't as plentiful as they were in years past, hey man, he going up against Josh Allen. So you know what I'm saying? I'm picking Bills, but I won't be surprised, man.
I'm rolling with the Chiefs. Here's why. You got to show me, Buffalo, you can beat the Chiefs. And you ain't showing me when it came to the playoffs that you would beat the Chiefs. So until you be able to beat the Chiefs, I'm rolling with the Chiefs. My second point to this, the Bills' defense is beat up. They got a lot of big injuries in a secondary at the linebacker position. Even on their defensive line, they're going to be playing with a lot of backups, you know, in a secondary and at the linebacker position. And I don't know if they can hold up all game. That's going to be the real test. So for me, I'm rolling with the Chiefs. That's just who I'm rolling with. But we going to find out. So we only got one road team. I got only one road team winning. But for the most part, everybody got all the home teams winning. Outside of Coach Dre, he got the Buccaneers. So we'll see, man. It's going to be an interesting weekend. So this is where I just got to know what y'all opinion is, right? Bill O'Brien leads the Patriots to go to Ohio State to be the offensive coordinator. How do we feel about Bill O'Brien being an offensive coordinator at the Ohio State University? Lawrence, I probably know how you feel, right? Michigan. But I just got to know. How you feeling, man?
I mean, he did have success as an OC for Bama while he was there. As far as being an OC at Ohio State, I mean, it's just kind of weird to do that, the jump to be an OC in the NFL, especially for the Patriots, and then go down to the collegiate level, even if it is one of the blue bloods, so to speak, in Ohio State. But for them, it kind of tells me the direction they want to go in going forward. They're pretty much doing whatever they can to retake the Big Ten crown, and honestly to get some victories against Michigan when it's all said and done. So I think that's their idea behind that. Now we look at their roster, we see they have Devin Brown on the roster. They have Air Nolan, who signed early, but didn't enroll, but he signed early and didn't enroll early. Are those Bill O'Brien type of quarterbacks? No, they're not. So I expect Julian Sand to consider Ohio State. He has two crystal balls there. That's more of their packet passer. They're loaded with 5-star receivers up and down that roster. They have a talented running back group as well. And we'll see what he does when he gets his hands on Julian Sand, if and when he does commit. And, you know, for Air Nolan, a lot of people may say, well, what is he going to do now? I think he's going to decommit or ask for his
release,
his release from his NLI. And, you know, he'll be highly sought after. So I'm not too worried about him finding a landing spot. I mean, he was like a top 5, top 6 quarterback in a 24 class. So for him, and he hasn't stepped a foot on OSU campus as a student yet. So it's not really going to affect him all too much if Julian Sand does indeed commit to Ohio State and he's Bill O'Brien's guy.
I think he also goes there just due to the fact of, like, that's what Ohio State wants. They want that pocket quarterback.
They do.
They took Aaron. Just due to the fact of everybody turned him down, so they took him. But now that they actually got the guy they really truly wanted,
Yeah.
what they're going to get, that's going to make everything like deuces, man.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
you can go play somewhere else. You know somebody else will take you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I think they hired him to get Alabama's identity. I think with the running back core they got, they're gonna run a similar offense to what Saban did in Alabama. That's why they went and got him.
Speaking of Alabama, we definitely got to talk about it.
Oh, absolutely.
22 players have left Alabama, as you can see on the screen. 22 players have left Alabama. Various five stars, 4 stars, 3 stars. Key contributors that was on last year's team. Even some freshmen that was coming in have left Alabama. With all these coaching moves, as you see what's going on, right? You see Ohio State counteracting and going to go get an offensive coordinator, right? Putting Brian Hartline back to wide receivers coach and taking him out of the offensive coordinator role. You're seeing a bunch of chess moves happen. Now the biggest domino left is, what is Michigan going to do, right? Is Harbaugh going to leave? Is he going to stay? Because then that's the next domino wave, right? So when you look at this Alabama, right, a lot of people trying to sweep this under the rug with all these players leaving. But we got to talk about it. We got to. Because if 22 players left Colorado, it'll be national headlines. But because it's Alabama, we want to sweep things under the rug. But we're going to talk about it. Well, how y'all feel about these 22 players that's left the University of Alabama? There could be a couple more. I know a lot of people been asking me about Jeremiah Beaman, if he's going to leave. The only way Jeremiah Beaman leaves is if the defensive tackles coach leaves, he's out of there. As far as that, I think he stays where he's at unless something traumatically happens between now and National Signing Day. Because it is a 30-day window. So that's going to go past National Signing Day anyway. So a lot of these kids still got time to make a decision. And I don't think Freddie Roach is leaving. But how y'all feel, man? Let me know, man. Whoever want to talk about it can. But, man.
I got, because I have a few thoughts on this. So as far as the 22 players leaving, yeah, it is a shocker when you look at the quantity of players for any program leaving, you know, even if you're including the players from the 24 class already leaving. But it just seems that Caleb DeBoer, he wants to bring his guys in. And that is pretty much the same thing what Coach Prime mentioned yesterday about Nick Saban retiring and having a profound effect on multiple programs. 3 to 4 programs are affected as a result because players are going to leave from Washington to come to Bama. They're going to leave from Bama to go to other schools. They're going to leave Arizona to go to Washington, and so on and so forth. And obviously, you mentioned we don't know what's going to happen at Michigan yet. It's literally day by day. One day you're hearing that Harbaugh may return. The next day you're hearing he's obviously took 2 NFL interviews. But what effect will that have if he does leave? Even if they stay in-house like I predict they will and hire the offensive coordinator Sherrone Moore, there still would be some players leaving that program regardless. So that's just the way college football is right now.
Now here's the question, right? When you say that, right?
Yeah.
What if Michigan does not hire the OC?
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna hire him.
If hypothetically, if they did not hire Sherrone Moore as the head coach, that program would be reset, and it would be a mass exodus. Even if they talk about bringing the rumored outside guy in, which I don't see happening, but there's been rumors out there about Brian Kelly. If Brian Kelly went from LSU to Michigan, there would be a mass exodus of players that include the 24 class as well. Because it'd be a program reset, just like what we see at Alabama. That whoever coach comes in, whether it's Brian Kelly or whoever else, will want their type of scheme, players, coaches, and recruiters, and they would not. They wouldn't want to take most of the star players remaining on the team, whether they're 5-star like a Caleb Downs or a Julian Sand or not. They just want their type of system and scheme and players implemented. So. Yeah, it would definitely be a more more of a mass exodus if they do not hire Sherrone Moore as the next head coach.
I'm gonna
Similar
be honest.
to Alabama.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all better not go get Brian Kelly. Hey, listen. I don't care what you talk. You better not get Brian Kelly, dog.
I can't see Michigan. I can't see Michigan hiring a black coach, bro. That's the thing. Let me ask you a question though.
They have a black basketball coach. When people say that, I always point to the basketball team. They hired Juwan Howard.
But football is different, bro. Football is different.
But
let me ask you a question though. Do you think that those players in Bama still leave if they hired the guy who left to go to Georgia as the head coach?
He would have saved some of the defensive players, but the offensive players still would have left. Caden Proctor, was already gonna go into the portal. They were just trying to keep him from stopping him from going into the portal, but he was always going into the portal whether Saban was there or not. He was already out.
I think the problem is the kids starting to see like these teams are like just not trying to hire within because there's a certain face that's going to be next in line, and I think the kids starting to see that, and they don't like that. You know what I mean? That's probably why they leaving.
Let's go back to the Michigan black coach thing because I love having this debate. Why is it so difficult to fathom them hiring Sherrone Moore as the next head coach?
Have they ever had a black coach in history as far as football goes?
No, they haven't. But he did take over as interim coach when Jim Harbaugh was suspended this past year.
That's the one thing I do like, right? I do like he gets opportunity throughout the season. They just got to show me. Michigan just got to show me. That's what it comes down to me. Michigan just got to show me that they're willing to put a black head coach in the football program. I ain't talking about another program. I'm just talking strictly the football program because I know how big football is to like the Michigans and people up north. Football,
Ohio State's, the Big Ten, Big Ten schools. Yeah, I get that.
So when you look at it, people that's running the helm of like these programs, the leaders of the conference, you don't see too many black head coaches in those positions. And so that's why for me, I'm like, I just got to see it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I
definitely agree.
If you're using a history argument, I agree with that. That you have something to stand on that it hasn't happened. The difference is with Michigan, like I said, I point to recent history. He was an interim coach for 4 games this past season, and then Michigan has a black athletic director, so that also increases the chances as well. I mean, how many black ADs do you have out there in the NCAA? But the ones that you do have, you really can't use that discriminating factor as much as you can. I know they still may not. You have a black AD, mean you don't get a black coach in all the cases, but I mean that does help the cause. In addition to him being an interim, in addition to knowing that if they bring in an outside candidate, the program is going to reset the scratch like it did when we had Rich Rodriguez and Brady Hoke as the coach.
So, who does the boosters want? That's the real question. Because
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
the boosters
everybody wants who has an opinion to influence wants Sherrone Moore to be the next head coach if and when Jim Harbaugh exits the program.
Yeah, that's what it's all come down to the boosters.
He's next in line. Like I said, Chip Kelly is coming from outside, not inside. Not Chip Kelly. Brian Kelly is coming from outside, not within. The boosters haven't said anything about Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly's name has come up because he used to coach Central Michigan, which is in a MAC once upon a time. So they said, oh, well, just because he coached Central Michigan, he can coach University of Michigan, and maybe he can bring Bryce Underwood to the program. That's the only reason why Brian Kelly's name is being mentioned. Anybody
I hope so.
Is not. He hasn't been mentioned internally with anyone with authority. All those names, all those people within the program are pointing to Sherrone Moore as the next head coach.
I mean, as they should. I just think the table is laid for Sherrone Moore. Now, will Michigan do it? I'm with Rob and where's the Mac? It's up to, you know what I'm saying? We got to see that. But the table's been
gonna do it, man.
The table's been set.
I don't think they want. I don't think they're gonna like the look of see a black man as a head coach on their sideline.
They just saw it this year for 4 games. That's why they saw it.
But they knew that was only for 4 games. They knew that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Man, come on, all year to take over a program. I don't think they gonna do nothing like that. You see what they did in Notre Dame? They went and got them I ain't gonna say a half nigga, but he was too damn light. You know what I mean?
Listen, I want him, the offensive coordinator, to actually be the head coach. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. That's actually who I want to be the head coach. I just don't. When you're talking about the Big Ten Power 5 football, are they ready to see a black head coach as the top, who's the face of the conference? That's the part I'm waiting to see.
And I point back.
And then
I keep pointing back with everybody
the
now.
defending champions head coach at that.
I keep pointing back to what everybody is taking lightly. They have a black athletic director right now at the helm, so you can't take that. You can't gloss over that. I mean, if that wasn't the case, I think the noise from the boosters and alumni will be louder for an outside guy coming in and taking over the program if and when Jim Harbaugh exits. But the fact that they have a black athletic director who's a former player, that also signifies to me that the job is pretty much Sherrone Moore's to lose. Now, I will give one caveat. I don't know caveat up to that I've heard from around the program as well. If somehow when the NCAA concludes its investigation into the program and they find Sherrone Moore complicit, then they won't give him a job. I have heard that. That's pretty much the only thing that will stop him from getting the job when Jim Harbaugh leaves. If
hey, Lawrence, and that's what I was finna say. That's what I was finna say. Like, do you think they're gonna try to find a way to make him complicit in this so they don't have to give him the job? That was my concern when I saw that too, and I heard that. I was like, huh? I ain't never heard this man's name come up in none of these allegations. Now all of a sudden, so is that their way to say, hey, that's why we're not gonna hire him when they know that's who they gonna hire?
I don't think
that's my only thing.
Because they've thrown that out as like the only reason, and it hasn't even been spoken about. Like it's a possibility. So basically, when I've heard that, at least the circles I know that discussed it, they were saying like, okay, he will only not get this job if he was the one out here communicating with this guy, stealing the signs or sending them to Central Michigan's sideline and Central Michigan gear. If Sherrone Moore was the ringleader of that operation, that's the only way he doesn't get the job, which is far-fetched at this point. That's the way it was explained to me. Not like they were going to push that on him, but it's really far-fetched.
On cool, I want Sherrone Moore to get the job like Rob said, but to be honest, as a chess move, I would rather the dude from LSU get the job. That way, that portal can go crazy again, and we can snatch some of them guys up too.
Wait, time out.
For real.
Hold on.
So
y'all don't think that if Sherrone Moore doesn't get the job, y'all know that there's going to be like a mass exodus on that team?
Yes.
We know that. We know that. Either way.
So here's the thing. There would be a mass exodus, but you're picking from potential at that point. So I would say on the roster today that played in a national title game, you probably have 4 players that are future pros that I would keep an eye on, whether or not Sherrone Moore gets the job. And if I'm an outside program and I say, Sherrone Moore is a new head coach, the 30-day portal window is open for University of Michigan, who should I go after? There are 4 players that I will keep my eye on. Number 1 would be Mason Graham, the defensive tackle. Yeah. He's a first-round pick when he's eligible to enter the NFL draft. Number 2 will be Will Johnson, their top corner. Number 3 will be Donovan Edwards, who's going to be a senior running back.
Hey, we got some room to see you.
He looks so fast on that field, bro. I don't know why he looked a lot faster in that national championship game than any other game. Every time he hit the hole, he's a
home run hitter. Yeah, that's what type of running back he is.
So fast.
But it's like when he doesn't run for 40, he doesn't look that fast. But when he hits it, he's gone.
Yeah.
The number 4 player I would say is they have a sophomore tight end, Courtney Loveland, who's probably a future pro as well. Those are the 4 players that are surefire, like have played significantly. Everyone else on the roster is a senior or a graduate senior.
I like y'all backup quarterback.
Alex Orji, he's like another he's another Miro type player.
Yeah, I remember when RG3 said there's an orgy in the end zone. Yeah. Boy, crazy.
I like y'all backup quarterback. I'll say this though. Michigan better get it right, because if they don't, and they open up and they activate their 30-day transfer portal, it's gonna activate for 3 more schools.
Yeah, we coming. But then for Michigan, especially if they get Brian Kelly or whatever his name is, we coming for Michigan and LSU.
Wait. Why would Brian Kelly leave LSU?
Hey, I'll tell you this: if Brian Kelly was to go to Michigan, the first players that'll get attacked from Colorado is gonna be LSU, because of Corey Phillips.
That's what I want.
He will attack them players first, and then go to Michigan second, and then whatever the third program is, she was over there. But the way all this aligning, it's aligning for chaos to happen in the spring portal.
Oh, you're right, Rob. The third program.
I agree. But why would Brian Kelly leave though? I'm just confused, like where that name keeps coming from. Why would he leave?
We talked about that before you joined, Coach K. So at least from here in Michigan, the Brian Kelly connection to Michigan, University of Michigan, is because he coached at Central Michigan once upon a time, prior to Notre Dame.
I thought he was alumni of Michigan.
No, not Brian Kelly. No, he's not alumni of Michigan. He coached at Central Michigan and Grand Valley. That's what it is. It wasn't Central Michigan. Chancey put it in the chat. He coached at Grand Valley State, which is a small Division II school here in Michigan. Once upon a time. So that's the Michigan tie, not to University of Michigan. Is he coached at a smaller school in Michigan and early on in his coaching days. He doesn't have any ties to the university itself.
Okay.
But the theory is that he would take the job in order to bring Bryce Underwood and keep Bryce Underwood in state. That's the only reason why he's being brought up, because nobody within the program is bringing his name up. Is recruiting services like On3 saying, well, Brian Kelly may take the job in Michigan when Jim Harbaugh leaves and bring Bryce Underwood and the rest of his 5-star recruits in the 25 class up to Michigan. But that's a far-fetched theory. I just don't see it happening.
I was about to say, because LSU is a dream job. Like that. I mean, leaving that program for Michigan, it doesn't really make sense. Like when you really think about it.
Yes, it does.
For what reason?
Yes, it does.
Easier competition?
You got an easier path to the playoffs going to Michigan than you do at LSU. You got
it's 12 teams. It's 12 teams now. So now, honestly, I don't even think people even look at it like that because it's 12 now. So LSU at worst they can lose 3 games and still be good.
It depends on who they lose those 3 games to.
Ted DiBiase or whatever his name is. Bro, we just got a couple of players from Alabama and LSU, fam.
No, Michigan, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think we get a single player from Michigan.
I mean,
there's not. I don't see no time.
LSU get a single player from where?
From Michigan.
Oh, they got a bunch of kids from Colorado on their roster, dog. A bunch of them.
Are you talking about from the state of Michigan, Coach K?
No, I'm talking about from their team.
No, not yet.
We'll get LSU players. We'll get LSU players because
if you count Taylor Upshaw last offseason, he transferred from Michigan.
Oh no. He ain't even come on. He left. He got here and left in the spring portal.
Yeah.
But Coach K, that's what a lot of kids are doing now. A lot of kids are going to a school, they transferring just to get out the school that they at, to go there in the spring, to just go there in January, to evaluate what the roster is, what the playbook is, what the coaches is going to be, to see if it's going to fit for them, work out, and then leave right after spring game. A lot of players are doing that now. It's just a common thing now. And it's just a new way of, let me go evaluate where I sit at in each program. Let me see what they really got to offer me. Taylor Upshaw was never really truly all in on Colorado. He just was like, you know what? It's something to smoke right now. I know I can go in there and, do this, do that in the third, be on national TV, and then I'm out.
Well, for Taylor, but for Taylor Upshaw, and then another thing with that was y'all got to remember, Taylor Upshaw really came for that first defensive line coach, the one that went to
Correct.
Minnesota. He
That's true.
came for that guy. So when he left, a lot of those guys that came for him, they left as well because that's where they came from. Again, fellas, let's not never believe that guys are not coming for certain coaches. And that's another thing. So whoever we hired, the defensive coordinator, may propel some kids to come to Colorado that we
Right.
might not have been on our radar. So that's our
See,
biggest
What I
thing.
don't
I mean,
understand
I don't.
is how we got scrubs, but every other backup that go to another team ain't a scrub. That's what I don't understand. And then of course these other bigger schools are gonna get them players before CU. They got the bigger bag. That's what they offering. 50, 60, 100K and all that, man. You know Colorado can't compete with them folk when it come to the money.
My
Hey,
thing
listen.
is they can't compete when it comes to collective, but when it comes to name, image, and likeness, I feel like they can because if you look at it, they're going to be seen more. When you're seen more, you get more opportunities for advertisements. There are players in commercials in Colorado that like they're not, that maybe some of them aren't in national commercials, but they're in commercials in Colorado, shit like that.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people get things mistaken. When you're talking strictly about NIL, Colorado is one of the top schools to go to. You're strictly across the board. You're talking about name, image, and likeness. Colorado's one of the top. When you're talking about collectives and what collectives is, because I think that's what a lot of people get mistaken. What collectives are, right? People just handing out money. Yeah, Colorado's not going to be one of the top schools that can do that. But if you come in here to get an NIL deal, to be on national television and really build your brand, Colorado is going to be there for you.
Yeah.
That's for the matter.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, before their collective, like see, that's the thing is that a lot of these schools already have a established collective to like build on. Like, CU just now has their own football collective that they're building on. So it's gonna take them a while to kind of get
Hey,
competitive.
and see, that's what I think a lot of people feel. Even with the Alabama, I heard y'all talking about the Alabama thing. I had to jump off, but that's the thing that they say this guy DeBoyle is telling these guys that hey, we gonna have to split this collective money up. I got guys that I want to come and I need them to be able to get collectors. We got to keep them rolling. And these Alabama kids are like, huh? Yeah, I ain't doing that.
But is it
You get
true
what
that
I'm saying?
the Alabama collective don't really got as much money as everybody think?
That is, I
I
don't
don't.
even know
I
where
don't
that
believe
rumor.
that. I don't believe that. I don't
Here's
Where
believe
what
did
I'm
that.
that
gonna
rumor
say.
come from?
Here's what I'm gonna say. They're not as donating as much money as they was because Nick Saban is, and they don't feel like it
Yeah,
was
not.
proven enough.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say some people are holding off. Like, they would normally give they 250,000 or they 100,000 or whatever. I think there's some people holding, giving up their money right now because they want to see what he finna do. And right now, with all these kids with the mass exodus and all that, it's making them keep their money to themselves right now. So I'm not saying that I don't think they don't have the money or couldn't get the money. I just think it's people the boosters are holding off on giving the money because they're trying to see what he's trying to build.
They don't
So
get
I
no
think that's
discount.
the
They don't get no discounts no more. That's it. Saban gone.
Yeah, that's
Saban
what I was
players
Saban's gone.
players would have went to go play for Alabama and Saban and not really cared about that collective because for what, bro? Chances are you got a ticket to the league and you're gonna see some money on the back end. Maybe not as much as another school, but you're gonna be competitive. You're gonna get better.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think the boy
I'm about to get
can.
taxed.
I don't think the boy can
Yeah,
recruit.
they about to get hit over the head now.
I don't think the boy can recruit in the South, man. I think that's gonna hurt them
Well,
a
he
lot.
got that's the
Me
thing.
either.
He got to go get somebody who can recruit the South. He's not from the South. So
Yeah,
a
he's
lot
from
of
the
people was like,
Midwest.
why did he hire the head coach to be his defensive coordinator? Well, because he's from the South. He can recruit the South. Now I don't know how good of a recruiter he is. I just know that he's been in Alabama for a while. He can recruit the South, and now he got to go get coaches that can recruit the South. But I was told that he bringing a lot of his guys with him from Washington, and that's not going to help you in the South.
Yeah, that's not
Well,
gonna work in the
well,
SEC.
that was part of the reason why he hired the defensive coordinator from South Alabama to recruit in the South. That's the only reason why the South Alabama head coach got the defensive coordinator position at Alabama. Like, just be right because he don't have no recruiters in the South, and he
And he
had to
gonna
get
get rid of him
somebody.
next year.
But is he a good recruiter though? Because
I didn't say he was. I
I'm from
just
Texas.
Bro,
said
I'm just
I don't think that he's a
listen.
good recruiter.
I ain't truly watched South Alabama. I can't tell you.
They gonna
I
get
don't
rid of
know
him next
nothing
year,
about him.
man.
I just know he needed somebody, bro. But he was supposed to be bringing. Okay, he brought that black dude with him. He's supposed to be the co-defensive coordinator. So I don't know if how much say the South Alabama head coach gonna have. because he brought the dude with him from Washington that was with him on the plane when he came to Alabama. He brought that dude with him, and they say he's supposed to be the co-defensive coordinator. So I don't know how much this South Alabama coach is going to have say on the defense like that.
They made a mistake when they let dude go to Georgia, man. They should have kept that guy.
Oh man, they should have kept him by all means.
They tried to. Once he left, then they tried to come back and try to give him the defensive coordinator, but it was too late then.
It was too late. Yeah, they should have got it before he left.
It wasn't that you could offer him at that point. He seen that
a head coaching job.
When it all came down to it, it came down to communication. They thought because they Alabama, they ain't gotta say nothing to nobody. They Alabama, you just gonna say yes, and they got burned.
They should have made you the head coach.
Wait, that definitely was. You talking about the GB coach? That
wasn't happen.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't gonna happen. This Alabama.
That would have killed everybody.
They would. They probably would have. But
Donzie said I get Caden Proctor from Iowa, but why would he want to go there?
He's from Iowa. I mean,
he's from Iowa.
He was already going to leave. Listen, Caden Proctor was already going to leave Alabama, whether Nick Saban was there or if he wasn't there. He was already going to leave. He was trying to put in. He was going to put in his paperwork as soon as that game was over with. On that last game they played, he was going to put it. They told him to hold off his decision and wait until after Nick Saban announced. Because if he would have put his paperwork in before that was announced, you would have been seeing a mass exit of players before that. So they waited until Nick Saban
is a factory. Iowa is a factory for linemen.
And then you got somebody saying that he ain't got no good recruiters assistants. That's false. He didn't double the roster, and this is the best roster that Colorado had in the last 10, 15, 20 years. So that doesn't make any sense. Prime is not out there Googling players, the who to bring up there and stuff. He might got his name on it, but he's not the one that's recruiting and looking for these players, bro. So that doesn't even make any sense.
I mean, this is what it boils down to, guys.
I just feel like people give Prime a hard time, man. He came in there with nothing he had nothing in the building but studs, and he built it from nothing, man. And I don't understand why people don't understand. Without Prime, you don't get nobody looking at you. You don't get on ESPN.
Yeah, Colorado.
You don't get no 5-star or 4-star recruits. You go back to 1 and 11. So people need to be happy with the progress he's made.
Well, this is the overarching
to get a DC. Yeah. Man, the LSU just now hired them an offensive coordinator. What are you talking about, man?
And you gotta understand, he's trying to get it right. He's trying to get it right, man. He ain't trying to just pick somebody.
And there's plenty of programs, Power 5, right now that still don't have an OC or a DC.
I mean, that's beside the point. This is what people don't realize. Like, I have ties to KB. What I mean KB is Kendrick Blackshire. A lot of people don't know he was considering Colorado.
What?
Strongly.
He
was strongly. Colorado was number 2 on his list. But him being from Duncanville and the access from Duncanville to Austin, that was the deciding factor.
Man,
no. I won't finish. And the bag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But without Prime, this is what I'm saying. Without Prime being in Colorado, it ain't no consideration.
Exactly.
They nowhere on the list. So you got to understand this is year 2. Come year 3, 4, 5, we're getting those players. Trust me. They're going to be there.
Without Prime, you go back to 2- and 3-star players.
But this what the people I think I want everybody to understand is right now we're not telling people what we're doing. Like I say, I no longer get on here and tell people what I know because I'm a nobody. But believe you me, that it's guys that back channels are going to Colorado and talking to Colorado. That's how y'all didn't know about these last few signees. Because Prime told y'all see it's head coaches, not assistant coaches. Head coaches out here hating on them and telling them, "Oh, you want to do this? Oh, you trying to be a rapper? Oh, you want to be on TV? Oh, you trying to do this? You trying to do that?" So he now is to the point where they keeping everything to themselves and getting, because soon as you find out that Colorado on them, that's what goes to happen, and you go to hating.
Yeah, Coach Dre, to your point, DJ McKinney, that was like the biggest whoa. It wasn't announced as a recruiting. It wasn't announced as none. And it was like one of those, all of a sudden, DJ McKinney to Colorado, everybody was like, oh, my God. Like, what the? Like, this just came out of nowhere.
Got some Got some more surprises. That's gonna say woo. Everybody gonna say woo about it a little bit.
And then Colorado went for everybody. It's too much. It's a lot of spotlights, a lot of expectation.
When it comes to people's speculation on who's coming, I like to just wait and see it actually happen. Rather than
exactly. That's all we're doing now. We just waiting to see what happens.
Yeah, because that's never good to try to predict where young men are going to end up at, because their minds and their thoughts can change on a drop of a dime. Yeah. So,
and all these players do really is use Colorado as a marketing tool. Just like
Amen.
You don't want to pay me? Well, I'm going to Prime. As soon as I come to Prime, then you're gonna pay me. That's what they all keep doing.
JB, what's the word, man? Hey, listen, this is what I'm gonna say to all this. Would you rather have a great, phenomenal, elite recruiting team that spends nothing but watching film, breaking down tape, doing all that for you, or would you rather your coaches been breaking down film and taking time from the development pieces of developing players in the program? Which one would you rather have, right? Because I keep saying this, Colorado don't got no recruiting coaches. When you got a great elite team that can go and recruit at a high level, who has relationships with the high school coaches that can get you whatever you want, you don't need your assistant coaches and your position coaches to spend time watching film when you got a recruiting team that can do that. That's what they're in the building for.
Nah, true.
Like, I think we forget about those things, like how this truly works, right? Like,
what's hard though?
That was a mistake they made the first year. The recruiting team wasn't in the building, so now you got all these assistant coaches trying to watch all this film on this, that, and the third players, instead of them watching film on, all right, here are the top 4 players, or here are the top 5 players that's at your position. Watch these 5 people. Let me know what you think, and then get back to me. Right? Versus, hey, coach, watch 100 tapes of 100 different players. You know what I'm saying? You just wasted time. You know what I'm saying? That's what you hire a recruiting team for. Allow them to do their job.
What I would like to see more, though, is like you see coaches like, and I hate to say his name, you see coaches like Dan Lanning, you see Kirby Smart, you see like all these coaches that be going all these places, and they be and they sharks in the water, and they go out and they really recruit. Maybe like that's probably something that I would love to see, Coach Prime do, because I feel like if he went that type of route, he would dominate.
He would. But listen at this, Coach K. You got to understand that Coach Prime still has to get healthy. Like he still that leg stuff. He still got to get. So that's why Bro can't.
It's hard to fly.
That's why Bro can't get on them planes and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
So and I know a lot of people want to see that, but that's why I have to explain that to people a lot. Hey, y'all got to remember the man still ain't as healthy, and he getting healthy. But that's another thing I want y'all to see. Y'all just see how God blessing this man. So y'all just keep throwing. Just remember when y'all digging that grave for Colorado, dig one for yourself, because these boys make it. He doing what he need to do. And when you look at these videos and you look at how these kids interact, it's a big difference. We can go back and look at Well-Off from last year and look at Well-Off this year. You can just tell the difference. Like, I like to see, like Edison said some real stuff. When you look at them offensive linemen, when they lifting them weights and how excited they was, and go back and look at the offensive linemen last year when they lift weights, they was real mild-mannered and, you get what I'm saying? It ain't the same. And what this tells you is that a guy like Savion Washington knows what his bread is butter. Hey, man, you think I'm finna follow y'all? I can't follow y'all because it ain't guaranteed. Now, let me stay over here where I know it's going to happen. So that lets you know where it is.
Yeah, shout out to Savion. I applaud him for sticking around, but he's probably the number one person who I think is sadly going to hit that portal as soon as that portal opens up.
Hey, Coach K, let me say this to you, right? When y'all compare a program like a Georgia or Ohio State or Oregon, right, and you see the head coaches flying out, be mindful who really putting all the work in. It's their recruiting team. They ain't watching no film.
Wait, I get that, but like having the head coach.
Hold on, let's just listen, right? Their recruiting team is the one who's doing the work. All they're doing is just taking a picture just to show they were there. They ain't built a relationship with those players. For the most part, they haven't. They just find out to show their face and say, hey, these are X amount of dollars you can get, and that's it. But when it comes to Colorado, and they do the same thing as these other programs, but because you don't see any pictures of Coach Prime, they ain't doing that.
Well, I mean,
Coach Prime,
we can say without a fact he's
listen,
not flying
listen.
out. So we
Coach
can say
Prime
that.
has, listen to this. Coach Prime has went on some in-home visits. You just don't know about it because they was not publicly posted.
Right.
And he has. But hey,
because people don't understand, he went on a home visit for
but Rob, this is the thing.
Hold on. He went on a home visit for that wide receiver. What's his name?
Draylon?
Yeah, he went there to watch his game.
But do y'all hear how contradicting it is? Because you have certain people who say that he doesn't fly because of his health, and then you have some people saying that he does do in-home visits. It's like, which one is it?
It's not contradicting.
Oh, listen. I know he do. What I'm saying is he can't fly around like they flying around. Oh, I know he doesn't get a home visit. He was here for the state championships in the state of Florida, so I know he was here. So it's not contradictory. I'm just telling you. You see Dan Lanning them doing that every day. Bro can't do that every day like that. That's all I'm saying. You see them doing it, getting on helicopters and doing it every day. He can't do it like that. That's what I'm telling you.
And then you gotta understand, bro. Prime is not like them other coaches. He is a Power 5 coach, but Prime is also a celebrity / businessman, bro. He has other obligations to be doing and stuff too, man. Commercials, all type of stuff.
Wait. He's a coach. He's a coach first. I don't even like hearing that stuff. He's a coach first. I don't even like hearing that bro. You're a coach. The main thing is the main thing. You're not a superstar. You're a coach.
All right.
Well, you can believe that hype if you want to. He's more than just a coach.
Hold on. That's obvious, though.
Well, no, you didn't say it as obvious. You saying you don't want to hear this, and what you got to realize, it's not about what you want to hear. At the end of the day, Coach Prime has to take care of the Coach Prime family, and taking care of the Coach Prime family, he can still be a great coach and still make them coins. Nick Saban made them coins. You saw him on commercial with Coach Prime. And the next thing I would tell you is this one here. Get out of y'all ways. Y'all so stuck in these the good old days. If y'all want to be the good old days, I remember some days where you couldn't vote. Stop it with all these good old. I remember when Bear Bryant said black players can't play for the state of Alabama. Them the good old days. I can go with Rupp. Rupp said they couldn't play for Kentucky. Get out of the old ways. And I remember this. We used to have it where they were running the wishbone. Them days over with. Things change. People change. Y'all got to get out y'all mind. You can't have this mindset. It has to be this way.
And don't bash Coach K in the chat, y'all. He's a young buck. He don't know the impact of Prime when back in the 90s, early 90s until now. He really don't know who Prime was and still is.
Well, let me hit this for y'all right now. People and Coach K has a points where he needs to hit his points and say, hey, this is where he feels, because that's the way he feels. But let me hit you on these points. The same people bashing Coach Prime, these coaches, when they start looking at that dollar thing on how Coach Prime gonna get paid when he's long gone from Colorado for that Coach Prime memorabilia and stuff that they're gonna be selling, his family's gonna be getting generational wealth because they're gonna get money from that. Those same old coaches with this universe, like your boy at Michigan, he realizing when you got that power of winning, I can demand these things. I want immunity. Where you see that at? You see that in the courtroom. He want immunity now. So when you win and you are a brand, you can demand things.
Yeah, because that's like people expecting Michael Jordan to take over Duke or North Carolina and just be Michael Jordan, that head foot basketball coach. Please.
I just got a real question. What's the statistics on a coach doing an in-home visit? What's the statistics? How much are they able to land that player? Like
when they do the in-home visit?
Well, I mean, because understand what's the purpose of what an in-home visit is. But when you let's really break down. There is no statistics on if you go to an in-home visit that player's gonna commit to you.
Rob, I got a question for you. When you're Coach Prime and you're only going to get 5 to 7 for the first 2 years of high school players, why in the world will I waste time doing that when I know that I'm going to be doing that transfer portal? Now, what you're going to see in this year and year after with Rispris and stuff like that, they're going to recruit high school kids. That's going to be their future. They're going to recruit high school, and they're going to recruit at a high level. But it's a process.
But let me be honest with y'all. A lot of these head coaches hate doing in-home visits. They just do it just to say, I did it. But in reality, they hate doing in-home visits because they don't want to go eat mama's chicken or whatever meal that you cook for the coach to come there. A lot of these coaches don't want to be there. That's what a lot of people
not
don't
pulling up to the
understand.
hood. They don't
A
want
lot
to
of these coaches don't want to come to the hood. They don't listen. We got to meet at a hotel. We got to do this, that, and third. Those are the things that a lot of people don't understand. When y'all see them take these pictures, they always in a nice place, a nice hotel, somebody's house in the suburbs. They ain't never in the hood taking these pictures.
And look how uncomfortable they are. When you see those pictures, you can see they got a little smile on their face, but I guarantee you they out of there before it gets dark. When you go into the hood, they're out of there before it gets dark.
But see, those are the things that people fail to realize, right? When you talk about what's the statistics of your chance of learning that player, right? It's not really that high, right? You more there because you gotta think about it. If you're doing in-home visits, right, and you're a coach, right? Say they get recruited by 5 different coaches, and all 5 of them coaches come on a visit. That means you pretty much got a 20% of learning that kid. Think about that logically. So really, all you're doing is just wasting resources and money. That's really all you're doing when you can go put that into something else.
And some of the locations are in those boondocks where you got to not only you got to get the flight, now you got to get a car ride for an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours to some places. Who wants that? And you sitting there like, okay, then I got to turn right back around another hour, 2-hour drive, then get back on the plane. That ain't fun.
You know what's so funny though is that and y'all are saying, and this is weird because like I said, like y'all know I'm one of the younger ones, and y'all are some of y'all seeing some of these coaching kind of way that it goes. The things you guys are mentioning are obligations. Not everything is fun. I don't understand why.
No.
I'm the only one
Hold
that
on, Coach K. Let me get something straight, Coach K. It's not an obligation that you have to go on a home visit. Let's get something straight. Wait, that's not an obligation.
Time out. Hold on. I'm saying it's not. What I mean, the obligation is that some of the things that you have to do are not going to be. Not everything's going to be fun. Like
you don't have to do it. This is the problem, Coach K. You don't have to do it. Like you're using resources and funds for something that you don't have to do. I'm confused. What do you mean
don't
by
have to do home visits?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
No. So you're telling me
I have a question too.
No, it helps, Coach K, but it's not. You don't have to, bro.
I have a question too. When you recruiting like out of places like Florida and Alabama, won't the players visiting Colorado be a selling point too? Because you want to get them out there to see how it's cold, to see the mountains and stuff.
Absolutely.
That's the biggest. That Coach
they
Prime
mom
told
at
y'all.
the
That's
house.
his biggest. That's his biggest selling tool, especially from kids from Florida. I know the guys from Florida, man. You get up there, they ain't never seen nothing like that, man. So to be up there to see something different, and to see what it can be like to be in a different atmosphere,
And the
and
player, yeah.
in the players. But again, fellas, it's a home atmosphere. The reason a lot of parents want their kids to go to
Safe.
Colorado is because that man's sister is his main secretary. His mama there. All his kids is there. You can come to these people with more than just football. It's more than just football at the University of Colorado. And mamas don't care really about football like that. What they care about is making sure their children gonna go to school. Somebody gonna be there to watch over their kids, make sure their kids eating 3 times a day and they doing what they need to do. And at the University of Colorado, that's what they're doing. And you know that's what they're doing. And they doing it with genuine care. Not just because, hey, I gotta make sure this person happy. And at certain places, that's what it is. It's just, hey, they just doing this to make certain people happy. And you see that because these kids are showing you, hey, it ain't what it's all cut out to be. You see the kid from Texas A&M got on there and blasted saying, hey, it wasn't like this, and like that. But nobody talks about that. But soon as somebody say something about Colorado or Prime, it's a problem. Which at the end of the day, I'm used to that now. but it still don't make it right.
I'm
But
just
that's
Avery,
why
not.
most kids.
We got to look at it. My bad.
Let me just say this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna turn it back to you. Right, when you look at breaking down how things should be and how you want things to be, it's gonna be different, right? You feel like coaches have to go on home visits and they
I don't feel like that. I don't
But
feel like
hold
that.
on, Coach K. Hold on, bro. I'm finna come right to you, right?
Okay, go ahead.
When you look at recruiting, all right, let's break down a recruiting calendar, right? There's a recruiting window where like they can go out and visit kids. It's not necessarily you have to, because you can turn around and have kids on your campus instead of going out on the road, because you're using more money, more resources to go out. Yes, you're gonna go see more kids, but them kids might not want to come to you. So in the calendar of the NCAA, you can do it however you want to choose to do it. Whether you want to go on home visit or you don't, you still could probably get that kid to come to your campus that weekend instead of going to a home visit with them and being in an uncomfortable environment or somewhere you don't want to go, where it doesn't make sense, where you can't reach a lot of kids, right? Because when you go on home visits, you want to hit a multitude of kids in one area. You don't want to just go on a home visit just to go to one home.
Yep,
And that's
Charles
where a lot
Taylor
of
was
people
just in Georgia.
And then
Okay, hold
you got
on. Just to
people
respond
saying
to that, just to respond to your point, Rob, and then I'll let this die because this isn't an argument. This is I'm just giving you the example of Nick Saban, the greatest coach of all time, that was his big point, home visits. And he brought it up during an article during COVID, how he explained how it was a very difficult process because, you guys remember the COVID mandate. Now, the greatest football coach of all time explains the importance of home visits. There's no argument. That's the greatest football coach of all time. You can have your opinion on that. That's the greatest coach of all time. Explain why home
But
visits.
fam, the
When he
difference
coached
out of that,
when he coached
hold
Miami,
on.
was he the greatest? When he
But
was the Miami Dolphins coach, was he the greatest?
but
Not at all.
besides that,
That's my point. But when you give
besides
him
that with
talent, he go.
besides that with the Nick Saban thing, that's Nick Saban, bro. Everybody ain't gotta follow the Nick Saban rule. If you seen Nick Saban, if one of them kids' mama seen Nick Saban tail at the store, they wouldn't know who that white man is. Them folks know who Prime is, man.
This is the
He
thing.
ain't gotta
I
go to
think
their house. They want to go see him.
I think
Again,
what's got kind of convoluted in the
just
argument is that the players that get home visits, that's like the fourth or fifth follow-up, man. Like when Mike Stoops, when Tom O'Brien, I forgot that when they was in our living room, they had been in communication for months. So that was the selling point. Like, that's the end of the road. Like, that's the final step, is the in-home visit. Saban is doing that to 5 stars. He's not doing that for no 3-star.
Thank you.
Maybe
Well, I question for you, Rob.
maybe a 4-star that's showing
Max.
like that's trending toward 5. But when you're doing home visits, look here. Dan Lanning is doing that in a climate to where that's the only leverage he has. Deion Sanders has leverage to a point to where if I send Shiloh out there, if I send, you know what I'm saying, he has different ways of doing it. And plus the NIL, Colorado is going to rewrite the book on how that's done. In
Then
Well, I
terms
have a
of,
obviously,
question for you.
and
I
obviously
think we're
the
missing the
Nick
point.
Saban way then died out. That's why you
I,
think he retired, because he
I,
can't do it no more.
I think we're missing the point here. And this is what I would ask. What does the high school athlete want? Do they want to do a road trip, or do they want somebody to come to their house and sit down with their mama? Or do they want to take their whole family to places they ain't never been before in their life? You
They
just ask
want
yourself.
some of them want both, Coach. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, Mr. Steve. Some of them want both. And he made a great point. You're only doing that to certain kids. Everybody's
Correct.
not getting that, and that's also a part of. But again, the other man had a great point too. Prime ain't got to be the one to go. I can send Prop. I can send Steve. I can send Shiloh. I can send Shador.
Do
I
it.
can
Yeah,
send
absolutely.
Travis.
Yeah, Charles
Mhm.
Taylor was
Believe
just in
me,
Georgia.
believe me, when he came to Florida, when y'all saw Travis in the well-off videos with Travis at his house, that it was a reason for that, guys. Now we ain't gonna talk about it, but it was a reason for all of that. So it's always a selling point for everything, and the reason people don't want him to succeed is because he has more than one one avenue. And let's be frank, Ron Rivera, did you guys not hear them say Ron Rivera reached out to say he wants to be the coordinator at Colorado?
Yup. I heard
You
that.
see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? We talking about a guy that done coach the NFL, coach in NFL, done been a head coach.
Then
He
went to
wants to
the
be the
Super Bowl.
he wants to be the defensive coordinator for Deion Sanders. Why?
As
You
a
know
player
why?
and a
Because if
coach.
I can come, but you know why? Because if I can come to Colorado and turn this defense around, you know what? Somebody give me a head coaching job.
Sure will. They're
Come
gonna
on,
because
guys. Like it's just we got to play the game like everybody else playing the game. And if
but
you're not playing it that way and looking at, that's why I keep telling y'all. That's why why everybody should be behind him, because this has to work.
oh,
You
absolutely.
heard Lawrence on here. That's why you want Sharon Moore to get the Michigan job, so Michigan can be good, and not Sharon Moore can reap the benefits of Michigan being good. And now people say, "Oh, look at this." That's why you got to root for the guy at Syracuse to do good
Brandon Brown.
and do, because now some of these other guys who should have got a shot. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we were just sitting here saying the Alabama defensive back coach should have been the defensive coordinator. Well, they didn't think too much of him until he got another job. Now we want you to come be the defensive coordinator. When you should have thought of him, the first thing you should have thought of was him being your defensive coordinator. But when you get these guys to go up here to these places and do good work, you get what I'm saying?
And then it must not can be all the in-home visit stuff must not be so important if you got other coaches talking down. Well, the man got to call him and tell him to keep his name out of his mouth. They must not be all that great and powerful if that man got to do all that.
Well, what we got to understand in this day and time, every knock is a boost. Every knock is a boost. And sports isn't a major in my frame of scope of mine, but this is the thing. Time is out for us only being the talent, man. Them days are over with.
And recruiting the talent.
No, I'm just saying, yeah, time is out for that. Because what DeMeco Ryans is doing in the NFL right now, what Bowles did this year with a bare bones ass squad, with a failed quarterback, what he was able to do, time is out for us only being assistants in the talent. And like the reason why I'm so much invested in prime, I mean, Colorado is one of the teams I rooted for since my cousin was there, but he is the prime, pun intended, the prime candidate to prove the point that it's not enough for us to be the talent no more.
Hold on. So you saying, hold on, bro. So y'all saying, you saying that Ron Rivera would be a fool to take the DC job at Colorado, and he don't got a job?
Please, he better be happy to have one.
Hold on. Let me adjust this right quick. Only a fool would take a defensive job and not allow his own coaching staff to come in. Okay, so explain to me, who did Charles Kelly really bring in last year on his defensive staff?
Right.
South Series.
They've been trying to push that narrative for a minute about the coaching staff stuff.
Hey, Coach, hold on, Rob. K, that wasn't his first pick. He brought him in after the other dude left, so that wasn't who he wanted. You get what I'm saying?
But so, Coach, that's just another narrative to whoever you bring in. They're gonna say that he's not as good as he really is. This is all really a set up excuse for a couple of weeks later when we find out who it is.
Listen what I'm going to tell you. When you go to the offensive side,
DBIC in the chat, him too. He's really a fan.
When y'all really break this down and y'all start saying stuff like that, go back to last year, right? In reality, Charles Kelly didn't bring in anybody.
Nothing.
He just happened to get South Cincinnati because of a coach who went to the NFL. Other than that, he wouldn't have brought in nobody. Okay, go to the offensive side.
He did.
Who did Sean Lewis bring in? One person, Coach O'Boyle.
So what are we talking about?
Wait.
Hey, hold on.
For OC is a lot different though. For OC,
no, it ain't. Listen. Hold on, Coach.
He brought in
all these offensive coordinators Nick Saban had. How many of them bring in their people?
Oh, you said what for who?
Nick
Alabama. When Nick Saban had when he went from Lane Kiffin to start the Bill O'Brien. How many of them people bring their people in there?
Facts.
Dude, that's a bad example. You're comparing.
That's a great example.
How? That's a bad example.
Hold on, because that's a well-oiled machine. You're just replacing. You're replacing a what do you call it? Let's just say a tire. Yeah, you're replacing
Jackson
a tire.
State was a well-oiled machine.
So listen. Coach K. All right. So okay, cool. So let's go back to Coach Prime at Jackson State, right? when he brought in Brad Bartolone didn't bring in nobody when he was offensive coordinator at Jackson State, and the whole position staff stayed the same.
Fact.
But Rob,
Hold on.
what great coaches
I
is
just
what
think
great
that what he
DCs are out
said,
there right now?
all I'm saying is you made his point by saying that Charles Kelly came by himself and it was a disaster. Like, but you were saying that made his point.
It was not a disaster. It was not a disaster. It was not a
By
disaster.
what metric was the defense not a disaster?
Well,
He didn't have the
I'm gonna go by
personnel.
this metric. A team that was put together, and you have quite a few players. Let's say 7 of the 11 players out there weren't really a division, weren't really at that level. I'm gonna just say at that level
You can
at
say
that time.
they weren't Power 5 level. You can say it.
I'm gonna put. I ain't gonna say they weren't playing at a Power 5 level.
Okay,
A high Power 5 level. And when you let me finish. Let me finish.
I got you.
I'm gonna walk it with you. Not only did Charles Kelly take a group of people within a limited amount of time that had no camaraderie, that hasn't played together before, and then he's teaching some people that just got out of high school how to play football, and you had a complex system. It's not easy. And if you look at them, when they got in the red zone, they were a very good defense. When the team got in the red zone, you didn't score a lot in that red zone. They did fairly well there. But overall, you saw that the defense got better. That shows me that you coach. The defense got better.
Steven, can I ask you a question? For the DC coming in with a new staff, does he not only have to teach his scheme and everything to the players, but also the coaches as well?
No, he won't have to because Coach Prime is going to get
He does.
No,
Okay, I get what he does. He does.
No.
But what I'm telling you, Kay, you stop acting like he's teaching 2-year-olds. Like a 3-4 is a 3-4. You might call it different names and stuff like that, but as long as the once you get the terminology, bro, it ain't gonna really be that much different.
You're not
you get what I'm saying?
defense. Thank you, Coach. You're teaching the
Coach
terminology.
Dre, we saw it in real time. In one game, there was 12 men on the field penalties. Why is that?
Because I can tell you why it was that. Because
who was they
Kelly
playing?
got cute on the
Who was they
goal
playing?
line trying to
Who
switch
was they
people in and
playing?
out.
My question is, who was they playing?
Stanford.
Well, it was
Stanford.
2 teams. It was 2 games. It was 2 games.
I thought it was 2 games. I thought it was a team with a high paced offense.
It was 2 games.
And that's what they do. But I'm not here to say that. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rob.
Question, Coach K. I just got a real question. Who did Coach Kelly take to him with Auburn?
You said who did he take to Auburn?
Yeah. Who did he take from Colorado to Auburn with him?
Nobody.
Say it again.
But they already
nobody.
He's going there to be the co-DC. They already have a DC.
There is no elite DC out there right now.
No. I mean, Auburn already has a DC. He's going there to be a co-DC.
Well, you still would take someone.
Do you think Charles Kelly not going to really be running that defense?
He's a co-DC, so I'm guessing they working in unison.
Okay. But from what you're saying, he should have been able to bring some of his guys and bring at least 1 or 2 guys with him, right?
See, but that's their terms and stipulations. He's a co.
Okay, that's all he's saying about Prime. So why Prime gets flack for doing the same thing?
I was saying this way. Ron Rivera's guys already have NFL jobs. If you know anything about Ron Rivera, his coaching tree, they already got NFL jobs. When he went, they already Steve McDermott, Wilkes, and there's 2 more guys. They already got NFL jobs. Like when he went to Washington, he really went to Washington by himself. So the guys he got there, he kind of groomed. Ron Rivera, I'm not saying Ron Rivera. I'm not saying I want Ron Rivera to be the DC, but if Ron Rivera is the DC, you know how many years this guy has had a number 1 defense in the NFL?
Yo, Coach Dre, I got a question for you, Coach Dre. If you
go ahead, Papa.
You said how they're not 2-year-olds and it's not hard to teach them. If that wasn't a big deal, then why did he go out, Coach Prime? This is Coach Prime speaking. Why did he go out his way to tell his staff that they won't have the luxury to be able to bring in their own staff due to the staff that they have already assembled? So obviously he knew it was a thing that got in the way of certain DCs being hired because they wouldn't have the luxury to bring
hold on.
You think he said that just
it's okay. What he said was, but what else did he say? What he also said was that He had already. If he wanted to, this position could have already been filled. He already had somebody who was going to take. What I'm saying is that was going to take it. And somebody said, I know somebody up here said that a long time ago, but nobody gave him credit for that. This defensive coordinator's job could have been fulfilled a while back. It just didn't, because he stepped back, he called some people, and he made the decision that he wasn't going to do it. But what I'm telling you is a 3-4 What I'm telling you is a 3-4 gonna line up in the 3-4 any way you slice it. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what you run in it, what coverages you run in it, and what blitzes you run in it is the only thing really gonna change in the naming. But a 3-4 is a 3-4 any way you slice it, coach.
And if he
any way you put it up on the board, it's gonna be a 3-4.
Hold on, let's break something down. If you really want to get technical about things, right? There's a safeties position coach still open on the defensive side. There's technically still a defensive line coach open. So they can bring in somebody if they choose to. But there's technically positions open.
And then, Rob, if he do bring that big name in, and let's say they do bring two coaches with him, they gonna still find another excuse. BDIC and this other cat that's in the chat, they gonna still find something to cry about and be like, oh well, that guy trash, you washed up. Like, come on, what? How's an NFL coach
talking about
that just got out the league washed up?
But all we saying is that's the way that's the way he's gonna coach his team.
I get what you're telling me. I'm just saying though, this argument would have I would have no merit if the coach himself didn't literally say the same thing. He said, because he knows that whoever he is, or because they said that they already had somebody. So they already came out. It was a whole thing. Carl Reed said they had somebody, and obviously whoever they had fell through. And if you put the dots together, it seemed like it fell through because he would not have the luxury to build his own staff.
Now you're speculating.
You assuming that.
Now he's speculating.
You speculating and assuming that. You don't know that, bro.
And not only that, what if that person had some kind of issue in the past where Colorado said they got zero tolerance? That person could have had something like that. You don't know.
And he been saying the other coaches got other interviews that they doing, man. He wanted to be right.
Every time someone gets fired or someone moves to another position, these people names are going to higher positions. So every time coach is saying, "Hey, I got my man," that individual, hey, it's a job going to come open, and somebody's going to get hired.
Listen, Coach K. Let me explain something to you. Coach Prime was going to do what everybody wanted him to do. He was trying to help his boys get another job, but guess what? HBCU. I'm just gonna leave it at that. If they would have went through with Prime the plan that they wanted them to do, y'all would have got every wish that y'all wanted this offseason. And then it wouldn't have been no issue. But because, people kicking tires and doing whatever they want to do and they don't want to sign off on nobody, this is why we're at where we're at. And I'm going to leave it at that.
And if I'm being honest with you, Ron Rivera wouldn't be bad at all, man. Like, it wouldn't be bad from my vantage point, just because he's known for defense. But
it wouldn't be bad. Ron he's an older dude. You just don't like. I think that's the same thing with Charles Kelly. Like, how much could he really relate to them guys? That would be.
It's the same thing with Sherman though. Sherman might be older than Ron.
But
you're right. You're right. I can't say that no more. You're right, boss. You're right.
I think you're right. When you talk about how he tried to get his other, coaches good positions, so that way, maybe. All I'm saying is the timing of everything is very weird, because you saw in the video he addressed his staff and he basically told them what the situation is with the DC. That wasn't like I'm just giving y'all a quick update. I think it was more of like he was telling them. He was telling them the real.
No, bro. Like Cat in the chat said.
I got something for you, Coach K. Do you think Nick Saban picked up the phone and called Prime and told him he about to retire?
That he told Coach Prime he's about to retire?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably not. Probably
he in a commercial with the man. They I'm pretty sure Nick Saban called Prime and told him, that he was about to retire, and that pretty much, help Prime say, hold on, let me wait a minute because the thing's about to trickle. Some other things might open that we might need. Pretty sure. One domino can affect a lot of moves.
I think that speculation is way wilder than my theory and my
How?
speculation. Because you're saying because he shot a couple commercials with him that he told
you. So
Prime
what I'm telling you is in a
players.
situation. Listen to what I'm telling you in this situation. Coach Prime and Nick Saban are close. It's what I'm
relationships.
What I'm telling you is Nick Saban could have called Prime and let him know that he was going to retire, just like he let everybody know on his roster.
People in his circle let Prime know.
Coach K, I think y'all think that Nick Saban just woke up one day and say, I'm going to retire. He had already been made that decision.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? He been made that decision. They all knew he was going to retire. He just publicly never came out with it. He chose the exact day when he was going to do it. Just like they picked the exact day when the defensive coordinator was going to retire from Alabama before Nick Saban retired.
Correct.
And like Neely said, man, people just making up anything because they don't know the facts and they want to know. They just making up anything because they don't know. They really don't know.
I mean, what it boils down to, guys, is you building something that you want to have for a long time. I don't think he's building something just for the now. And so he's making sure that he does the right thing about how he's going about it. All he did, and he went out and got the guy who knew about the receiver coach. Who knew about the receiver coach? Y'all didn't know about the new receiver coach until the well-off video, right?
Sure didn't. Phillips.
You get what I'm saying? Everybody was sitting here speculating that the Zimmer guy was going to be the new tight ends coach. You see what I'm saying? So Coach Prime is trying to make sure that everybody can gel together because he saw what that got him last year. Let's talk about that, Kev. That's the biggest problem.
Oh, hold on. Let me just adjust one thing right quick.
Go ahead,
For those who ain't been watching my channel, when I first came out and said Coach Prime had a defensive coordinator, and then guess what happens? Carl Reeves comes out and confirmed exactly what I said. So if you don't, I'm not up here making excuses for Coach Prime, not at all whatsoever. Let me just get some act right up in here for those who are new to the channel.
And if we was, who cares? At the end of the day, it's our opinion, and y'all got an opinion. We already done told y'all. I done said this on more occasions. If you don't, it's like a TV show. If you don't like it, turn it off. Unsubscribe. But we gonna tell you what we think, some of what we know, and how we feel about what's going on. At the end of the day, he got to do what's best for his team. Best for his team. Shiloh loves Coach Kelly, so don't you think of Coach? If it was up to Prime, he probably would have tried to keep Coach Kelly, but Coach Kelly wanted to go back to his alma mater and help his alma mater be better. So that's what he did.
And get paid.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Why does it always have to be a big name? Why it just can't be a guy like you know how like the QB coaches some QB coaches goes up to offense coordinators. Why it just always have to be a big name with Ryan? I'm not saying
person.
I'm just saying the speculations of the Coach KB. Why does it always have to be a big name? Why do you want a big name?
Wait. Tell me. When did I say I wanted a big name?
I'm just saying I've been listening. I feel like you're not going to be satisfied.
I ever wanted a big name for DC? I never even spoke about the DC.
But what he's saying is, it sounds like y'all, everybody. Maybe he's not.
Don't group me in. Don't group me in.
Okay. We won't.
It's mainly a couple of cats in the chat.
Okay. See, because I don't like that. Because I ain't even.
We ain't gonna group you into that.
Here's what I'm gonna say to this. It really truly don't matter who the defensive coordinator is. You know, right? You either gonna like him or you gonna hate. Everybody will not be in agreement on whoever the defensive coordinator is. It really don't matter. But y'all bring it up every day, like who the defense coordinator? Who defense coordinator? It really don't matter who the defense coordinator is.
Every day is a question.
It don't matter.
And then
every day is the same
when they
question.
name the defensive coordinator, they gonna complain about he a bum.
Yep. And then Coach K, I think they grouping you in because listen to what you've been saying the last.
Bro. I'm really just listening to the critiques he's making.
Nothing. I don't care if it's Mike Zimmer. I don't care if it's Jim Loholt. I don't care if it's anybody. Leonard. I don't care. I have not said nothing about the DC.
We're not saying that you have. We're not saying that you have, but like when you say maybe we're not getting a defensive coordinator because you can't bring in your staff. Well, anybody who's applying for the Colorado job, it's like certain stuff comes with that job. That 9 times out of 10, that if Coach Hart doesn't have another job, if he hadn't got a DC job somewhere, Coach Hart is gonna be there. Coach Mathis was gonna be there. You get what I'm saying? That was just like that's part of the deal. You get what I'm saying? That's just part of the deal. And like I said, I keep telling people, if people don't like that, I mean, this 20 years of brotherhood and 20 years of coaching that they've been together. So that's just not going to change unless these guys get promoted somewhere.
Thanks,
And
coach.
I said this again. If he came out today, if he just got on somewhere and say, "Hey, Coach Hart is my new defensive coordinator," boy, I'm talking about the internet. Boy, the internet will blow up.
And it would blow up. All the people criticizing Coach Hart, talking about he can't do this and he can't do this, but the man absolutely can coach. It's just that it doesn't. For us, I'm gonna put it this way. For us, the goalpost always moves. The man goes and have an effective year in Jackson State. Well, that wasn't the Power 5. He'll come and he'll have a good year in the Power 5. Well, that's just 1 year. But when it's somebody else, oh, that guy's a genius. Man, stop that foolishness.
Hey, didn't the LSU the LSU offensive coordinator got a head coaching job based on 1 year of calling the offense with them boys and winning the national championship, right? He got a head coaching job in the NFL.
Oh yeah. You talking about the boy went to Buffalo?
Let me King P 24/7. Content creators put out videos, and when they put their opinion on it, and it's not to their liking, it's a problem. Honestly, truly, man, I don't really care what you say. It don't faze me. It just works. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people just be talking, and it's like, what are you talking about? What is it like? Where did that come from? What's the context behind it? I truly don't care what you say. I truly don't. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. I truly don't.
I don't understand why people. This is dialogue. This is dialogue around a central topic. This is a pro Colorado. You know, Rob talks about a lot of things, but we pro Colorado guys up here. So
that's all I be saying. It's just
in the discourse. Hey, throughout the discourse, throughout the course of our discourse, people gonna agree, people gonna disagree.
Correct.
But the fact that you think that any one of us are investing any emotional opinions and you're disagreeing with us, that's really very small and that's immature, man. We're all grown men with families. We're invested in the success of Coach Prime because we know what it means on multiple levels. It's not about sports with me.
It's not.
About,
there you go. Talk to him.
It's not about sports with me. It's about that as a people, it is time for us to we can't accept not being the main because we've built this, we've maintained this. We're the one that get people to buy into anything in this culture. Now, if you want to run the facts, the analytics, and the data on that, let's do that because that's what I do. I'm a mechanical engineer.
Let me hit you with this one here, and I'm gonna hit it on a different side. It's a man wear a red hat. He had 75 million people vote for him. Of those 75 million people, a lot of them didn't agree with some of his things that came out of his mouth. But you know what they did? They still went to that machine and they voted because they thought it was in their best interest. Again, for me, it's in my best interest for Coach Prime. You can look, but when you think about it, at the end of the day, they don't care. They didn't care what that person said or what that person did, but if they thought it was in their betterment, they're gonna vote. And that's for anybody. And that's not no race. And this ain't nothing to do with race because it's white, black, green, yellow voted. But the point being, if people think it's in their best interest, they're going to support it regardless of what those individuals say or do. So when it comes to Coach Prime, I'm riding with Coach Prime 100%.
Again, we bring it back to all of it. I want all black. Again, if you listen to us and you listen to the guys that's been up here today, when we talked about the Detroit Lions, when we talked about Tampa Bay playing the Detroit Lions, yeah, we happy for the Detroit Lions. But you heard every guy that came up here and spoke say, "Hey, we happy for Todd Bowles because we want because we want to see the black man succeed." Okay, DeMeco Ryans, he has a uphill battle this weekend, but hey, we'll be happy for DeMeco Ryans because it's showing that these men that people said are unqualified are qualified. And so now we'll start looking at what we can do. Look at what Robert Kraft did. He did this a year ago. He said, hey, when Bill Belichick leave, this my guy. Mayo, my guy. There's a lot of people don't think that should have happened. But now Mayo has the opportunity to show you that I can make this happen. And if Mayo makes this happen, it's going to be a lot of more black coaches get that chance because he's just been a position coach, guys. He's never been a coordinator. He's just been a position coach. So now you will show that we can take these guys and make them head coaches. And that's what it should be all about.
And then people that say that about Coach Hart that he can't coach, the man that put 2 linebackers in the NFL. 2. And they weren't no top tier talent type of guys. He just made them, they made them into that.
And on that, Coach Dre, and the crazy thing I'm seeing like the Lions offensive coordinator interviewing for head coaching jobs, and Airbnb still don't have a job after winning 2 Super Bowls.
There we go. Talk on it. Talk about it a little bit. That's what we talking about. And y'all get up here and act like we just trying to ride. We just praise Prime. We praising everybody, but because if we don't praise them, this the thing, guys. And I'll be just so frank with it. Nick Saban saved a lot of people's jobs. Lane Kiffin probably would have been through with football if it wasn't for Nick Saban. Sarkisian would have been done with football if it wasn't for Nick Saban. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, go sit down, shut up. I give you a job, and you can come and you can revive. Now look at Sarkisian. He probably finna be one of the best coaches in college football. Look at Lane Kiffin. He probably finna be one of the best coaches in college football. They trying to get Bobby Petrino back in the coaching football after all the stuff he done did. And I keep telling y'all, unless somebody and nobody giving me a Turkle job, won't nobody touch him.
People
Bill
don't
O'Brien
understand.
got a job right after being fired.
What people can't come to understand is that, don't y'all know that they had Colorado listed as the worst program damn near in college football history? He done came over there and pulled flipped the whole 360, man. Now they the most known program.
Look at all those sponsorships and deals Colorado getting right now because of Coach Prime. I tell you, it's all about income. It's all about economics for me.
You saw the commercial.
I just say this, and I say this, and I'm just gonna I end my rant on this particular subject. In the macrocosm, I'm a Prime supporter, but in the micro, it brought me to Rob's channel. I'm pro Rob now. I'm invested what Coach Dre got on. I mean, what Coach Dre got going on. I'm invested with everybody I see on these panels, what they got going on now. Because in the micro was Coach Prime. Now, if this is happening just on a wireless, just cruising the internet, you got to know that this is happening on professional levels with people. You got to know that Coach Prime's sphere of influence goes beyond what you could actually imagine.
So the relationships.
That's what I'm saying. On the macro, in this particular, I was supporter of Prime. I loved Colorado before he got there, but Deion in Colorado, match made in heaven for me. So in engaging in that, I find Rob channel. You got Coach Dre, you got LT, you got the regulars who here. I'm invested with what they say and what they got going on in their personal lives. They're men like I am, they're community men. So this thing is just more than us talking sports. I click in to see how these brothers doing, man. Like, it's more than that.
And that's what we got to say on that. People. That's what you got to do as a people. I mean, even in the Bible, the man said when Pharaoh wanted to keep the people, the slaves in slavery, he just sit down other people to stir up mess. And that's all we do. They send somebody down here for Coach Prime and they stir up mess. But when the slaves get together, but when the people get together, it's hard to stop them. So what the brother telling y'all, if everybody just, I ain't saying y'all got to agree with us all the time because we know that ain't gonna happen. You get what I'm saying? But if we can just keep a level head, like we know Coach K gonna come up here and he gonna have some disagreement, but we mess with Coach K. We like him to be up here because he has some great points. But what we telling y'all is about bigger, is more than football. And if you turn on anything Prime got going on with his channels, with reach the people well off pregame, you see that it's more than football. And them kids see that, and them parents see that. And if you can't see that, I don't know what. I mean, you got some blinders on. You got some real blinders on.
Mac, you still talking about that Kamani situation?
Hey, this old line gonna be nice this year. The boys competing, boy. They damn near finna skiffle over there.
I just saw that video, LT. I ain't
gonna
lie,
these boys ain't playing, man. These new guys ain't playing, man.
He came in.
You better toughen up. I bet you been here. He said, I'm one of them guys coming for your spot.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He came in
with but how many times you heard that last year?
Hey, listen to this. Hey, I appreciate all my day ones that's been here. That they found me when I was on Coach Hayes and I was going through the depth chart and I was telling everybody that Kamani wasn't gonna start the first couple games, and it was so much backlash and hatred for that.
Yeah,
but I was just keeping it honest and keeping it real about what it takes to go in as a true freshman and what it takes to all the stuff you got to overcome and get adjusted to at the college level. Nobody wanted to hear it until that first game come around, and guess what happened? Kamani didn't start, and I could have took that dude $500 that wanted to bet me $500. He came and called up on the show and say, I'll bet you $500 he start because he's a 5-star and he ain't come sit on no bench.
And man, them guys ain't never played football, man. They didn't play nothing past middle school.
What is who? What you mean? What you mean, Coach K? What he is? What?
I wonder where that guy is now. The dude.
Hey man, but listen, but this what I'm saying. But this what we saying, and then I think he was going off. I think that dude, and he was dead wrong. But I think the dude was going off. I think he thought Kamani was going to be there earlier. Kamani got there super late, and I do mean super late. So once he got there, I knew right off the bat that hey, that's just not going to happen. And you had decent guys. You knew Travis had one side locked up, so it was only one spot left to take, and everybody was competing for that one spot because Travis had one side locked up. But guys, the stars, let's stop getting. I really wish people would stop getting wrapped up in the stars. Prime said one time when he was doing TV, hey man, I can call up and make somebody a 5-star right now. You get what I'm saying? It's all about the eye test. You really need to sit down and watch them people film. I keep telling y'all, this kid, that center that's coming from IMG, hey listen, he coming to play football. He not coming just because he think you this and that. This kid is coming to play football. I think that Gaze, that kid, there's the linebacker, Goldberg's son. I think that kid is coming to play football. These people don't care about. They don't care about them stars. Do you think Cam? You think Cam them came from HBCU and cared about anything that was going on with Division I football? That these boys ever thought they was not D1 players? Shador. That's all we heard before they got there. Oh, them boys played at Jackson State. This ain't gonna be the same thing. Well, he put up the same numbers.
Well, Coach, I don't know why people aren't giving. They criticize Coach Prime. He can't coach. He can't do this, and he ain't doing. But he had enough sense to say, "Hey, to know that Kamani did not have a lot of playing time at cornerback." Because I went back and looked at it, and they were talking about he was playing receiver a lot in high school. So it ain't like he was a cornerback.
Hey, Coach, Mr. Steve, I'm from down here. He didn't even start at Lakeland. He went to another high school, and he was the star receiver, right?
Yes, sir.
He was at that school, and the DBs, some of the one or two of their DBs got hurt, so he was their best athlete, and they put him at DB.
But people don't know that.
But he was a receiver. He was a go get it receiver, and so that's why Coach Prime kept telling y'all that Kamani could go both ways if I want him to, because he was that gifted at receiver.
Hey man, I guess I should start doing back well-off reactions, man. Back when I first started the channel.
You know what's funny though, and yo, Coach Dre, you just said something that I love when you brought up the Kamani situation. If it was up to Coach Prime, and if it was up to like the players, obviously a lot of injuries happen. I don't think he would have seen the field, because when he was out there, it became visibly clear where everybody was like, "Oh my God, this is why he's not." This is why Coach Prime is trying to keep him out and trying to really. First of all, he wasn't even in shape for the first couple weeks.
Right.
Right. You know what I mean?
But it was good that he was
Coach K. A disservice to himself to himself
No,
for putting him out there.
Coach K, but I will say this. It's good and bad. It's good because of this. It let Kamani see the field and actually good to watch the tape to say, hey, here go your deficiencies. And now he should be hungry because me looking at that well off, this looked like a whole different Kamani. He got a little more gump in it. And not only
But
that, now he wants to stay on the field. In order to stay on that field, he gonna have to get better.
but
Or
this
he gonna
this
be
the
sitting
biggest
down the couch.
thing is this the biggest thing, guys. It was the little things. It was the little things. And once he got the little, like when you listen to Prime, he told you when Kamani gets the little things together, oh man, he got everything else. He got everything else. It was the
Attention
little
to
things that
detail.
he had to work on. It's just the little things. And when you're the man in high school, bro, you don't even worry about that. You see what I'm saying? When you the man in high school, like Kamani was, you don't worry about them little stuff.
Going to
He go,
class.
hey, coach gonna play me. You get what I'm saying? I can be 5-10 minutes late. Hey, bro, what are you gonna do? Bitch me? Come on, be for real. And I'm not saying bro did that because I don't think he was that kind of kid. But I'm just saying, kids, when you the man in high school and you know that coach needs you, that's how them coach and that's what these college coaches are trying to make sure that these college kids don't do. Because when you pay these kids this kind of money, they feel that way. Oh, that dude need me. Boy, who?
Not
He
as
ain't
with
gonna
that,
play me.
and with
That's
that
just
being
being real.
with that being said, right, who do y'all got as your offense and defensive player to break out this season?
Only
I'm
players on the team, right?
gonna go with two on offense, and they're both running backs. I'm gonna go with Dylan and Alto.
Ooh, that's a good one. For offense,
Yeah, we
oh,
go offense first, then we go defense. So we go offense first.
damn, I want to say Omarion, but I feel like the new players coming in. Nah, I can't even say. All right, yeah, Dylan. I think Dylan
You
go
can pick
take.
you can pick anybody. You can pick a transfer, a returning player. You can pick anybody.
I'll just say Dylan because there's just more reps. You know what I mean? There's more room for him to make a splash.
I got I'm gonna go with LeJohntay. I'm gonna go with the kid coming in from FAU. That's what I got.
What was the question again, Rob? My bad.
Who do you want to see as your breakout player for offense? We're gonna do offense and defense, but we're going offense first.
Okay, on offense, of course, man. What we need the most, Alton McCaskill.
I'm going with Marion Miller. It's the breakout, man. It's the person that's gonna step up year two into this program. The person that's been slept on the most at the wide receiver position. A lot of people forgetting about him. He finna take a big stride this year too.
I got Will Shepherd, man. I got Will Shepherd. I think a lot of people ain't seen the film on Will. Say, man, Will the real deal.
He a pro.
I had that was my second. That was my second pick.
He's a
But
pro.
I like the LeJohntay a little. When I watch their films, I just like LeJohntay. I like his shiftiness a little better. But I like Will too though.
The only reason I didn't pick Will or the other guys because they and Webster is because they have big numbers. I picked somebody that had low numbers that I knew that are going to astronomically go up.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you,
That's
Mr.
the only
Steve.
reason I ain't picked Shep because Shep and Webster, it's Webster or Webster, they're going to have great numbers, but they're probably going to match what they had at their previous schools though.
Dill's gonna have like 8 touchdowns this year. He gonna have at least 8 to like 8, 9 touchdowns. Yeah.
Easily.
Hey,
And
but hold on, y'all. Now I hear y'all. That kid Michael Welch gonna have something to say, fellas. That kid Michael Welch gonna have something to say, fellas. I'm just being
he's a
honest
grown
with you.
man. He's a grown man.
Did he look big next to everybody?
Yeah, you're right.
Why he look so much like more? He looked bigger than Savion. I was like, damn.
He did. That's what caught my eye. He looked bigger than Savion. That's why I caught my eye. I was like, God, this
He like
kid look bigger
he
than
like
Savion.
an SEC back.
But that's a good thing.
Hey man, y'all leaving out Shimon. Hey, Shimon. Shimon the real deal too, man.
Michael West looked like a baby Ray Rice before the incident.
Yeah. Well, he reminds. Yeah. That's true.
They say he's like 215, right?
He might be that boy big.
He might be 220. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
Yeah, that boy big. And after this summer, he's gonna be bigger than 215.
Oh, so he gonna be like the running back from what's that school?
He looked like that boy from Michigan.
I know you're talking about. No, but there's
The one
another
who scored them first 2 touchdowns. That's who he looked like.
Clemson, the Clemson running back.
Oh yeah.
Maha. Phil Maha or something like
And
that.
then y'all gotta think, man, that boy still got a lot of baby weight on him. He gonna shed that and cut that all up. He gonna
But
shed
my,
that and
my,
cut that all up. You look at him. When you take a,
He gonna be scary. He gonna be. And that's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
yeah. When you take a look at him, and look at his face and even
Yeah.
his muscle index,
His
you
neck.
can tell that's baby fat. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's a
feel
lot
bad
of
for
baby fat.
Saban, man.
But
Saban,
Rob, this is what I like.
man.
It's gonna be hard to them to get on that field. Competition at the receiver and running back room is gonna be bananas. So whoever gets in that game, they done balled out. They
Man,
done
the O
beat some
line.
people.
You gotta talk about the O line,
Listen,
bro.
I
Oh, hello. Okay. Well,
Yeah, you
man,
there? You there? We hear you.
We
man,
still here.
Rob.
Hey, go ahead. Hey, y'all go.
Yeah,
Somebody go ahead with their
that
defense.
O
Go ahead with the
line.
defensive blackout.
You started, Coach Dre.
Started, coach.
Defensively, I'm going with Slush. I just think Slush gonna have a year if he stay healthy. It's gonna be Slush or my other defensive back from Florida State. What's the boy name that was hurt last year? But I'm going with Slush. I just think he gonna have a breakout year. I think he was hurt. He showed great flashes at the beginning against that TCU game, and then he got hurt, and then he started slowing down. So I'm going with Slush this year.
Let me do
Okay.
something. Let me do something crazy, and this only if Coach them play this boy at the end. I'm going Shane Coates.
Oh hell no.
And this is why I'm only going if he's played at end. If he's played at defensive
Oh, okay.
tackle, it's off. If he's at end, I can see him getting with the same sacks Upshaw got. Upshaw got like eight
Yeah.
sacks. I can see him getting 8 sacks.
And you know what? Steven? See, I love that. See, I'm glad I heard you out because he's been playing out of position all year, and nobody really wants to kind of give him the benefit of the doubt.
Thank you. And he's been on double teams.
And look,
and he stood up on double teams.
Chidozie made the other defensive tackle, Jamari Caldwell from Houston.
Yep.
He made him look really good.
Because he took the double team.
Yes. So I think someone on our team, whether it be Shane, whether it be the old boy that we got from
that Pittsburgh guy, somebody gonna eat.
He's gonna make their life easier.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna.
That Quincy boy from LSU with his size at defensive end, somebody should be eating.
That's my second. That's my second. That's my second.
Okay. So let me get my pick in there. I want now. I'm gonna like I was just feeding off of that. I'm gonna go with somebody on the defensive line, man, because I think that's where the most impact is gonna happen this year. It's gonna be in the trenches, and I think it's either gonna be out one of them ends. I think, like you said, the guy from Pittsburgh, or especially a guy like McCoy. I think McCoy is gonna surprise a lot of. That's my sleeper. My sleeper is McCoy. McCoy is my sleeper. But hold on. I got one more guy, and he's also the sleeper with him. Is that cat from either I think it's gonna be that cat from either New Mexico State or the one from LSU.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
My number one player, my number one who is gonna be immediate impact. You talk about Amari McNeil. My fault, Amari McNeil.
Yeah, they gonna double
when
team him.
When I tell y'all that he was a young cat, I'm talking about like this was his first real action that he saw out there. And he balled. And now you're going to put Chidozie, who's going to be able to absorb those double teams. And Amari McNeil can just really just get to town and he can work one-on-one.
Yeah,
I like
Amari. Pop up. But I think he's going to get double teamed. I think he's going to get –
maybe.
As a coach, you're going to see that he's balling out. As a coach, you're going to see that he's balling out. But everybody else going to be like, oh, he don't have no numbers. But he's taking the double teams to help the other person get their number. That linebacker got 100 and some tackles because of him. So I see what you're saying.
My sleeper though, Quincy has, in my opinion, on defense, there is no one who has a higher ceiling. He has
him and Barnes,
first round, second round potential that LSU wasn't able to kind of tap in because they didn't really have a D-line coach. But if we can develop Quincy Wiggins the right way, he will be the best. He will be by far our most impactful defensive player when you talk about on that line.
There's one more player you didn't name, man. Torian Carter. That's my number one. Torian Carter is a beast, bro. Went to the transfer from Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, different. Yeah, that's my number. I'm not picking Chidozie because that go without saying. But Torian Carter and my number 2 is Quincy, bro. Quincy got all the good. Quincy got it all. Quincy could play linebacker. He's so athletic, bro. Like,
yeah, that's good stuff there.
So here's my breakout player on defense. I'm going with my dog Travis J. He healthy, should be ready to go. Everybody,
Man, that's a good pick right there, Rob. That's a good ass pick,
real like
Rob.
that? Is Travis real like that? Travis J real like that? I just want to know.
I'm telling you.
He is.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
He legit, Mr. Steve. He legit, Mr. Steve. He just was hurt last year.
He wasn't healthy.
He just wasn't healthy.
Trying to rush. He was trying to rush to get back on that field, but he gonna be ready to go this year. I'm rolling with him, and then I got a sleeper pick, Vito Tisdale.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people say. What about Milner Jones?
Hey, hold on. Hey, my sleeper. He a big sleeper though. I think Victory Johnson gonna come out of nowhere and show up. I think Victory Johnson.
Hey, that's a good one, coach. That's a good one, coach.
Victory Johnson gonna come out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's a good one. Because he could have 60 tackles. He could have 60, 70 tackles. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Hey man, Taylor Beardox.
He wasn't. He got hurt last
year. He ain't healthy right. He ain't healthy right now. So that's why I didn't talk about him, because he said in the video that he wasn't healthy yet. So I want to get him in the video where he say he's healthy. But I know Victory healthy. Everybody you talk about, they ran and rave about Victory Johnson. So he my sleeper. He gonna be my sleeper.
I got a question for you, Rob. I know it probably might not gonna happen, but let's say it do happen. Because I seen that with Rich Press offered Caleb Downs back when he was in high school or whatnot. If he's, because that means he got some kind of connection with the young man. So if he's able to persuade him, oh my bad. If he's able to persuade him over there to see you, does he start over Travis J?
Yes, hands down.
Wait. Oh my lord, yo,
this guy NFL
easily.
Wait.
So him and Shiloh in the back.
That's not
Shiloh back there.
LT, Caleb Downs is the best safety in the country. In the country. He is not. He's the best in the country as a true sophomore.
Y'all think he's the best in the country? You don't think he's number 2?
There is no safety.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Upside. If you're saying upside, I agree with you. But right now, if you're saying upside, yes, absolutely. If you're saying upside, because his upside is off the roof. Yeah.
He has. You know who he reminds me of, bro? He reminds me of Mika. He reminds me of Mika Fitzpatrick. Like
man, he's too little, man. He ain't no Mika
Bro,
Fitzpatrick.
I'm trying to tell you, like Caleb Downs.
He ain't number like 5'9", 5'10", bro. Fitzpatrick like 6'2".
Let me say this: when you getting calls and text messages about their offensive line, about them competing, she wasn't getting them calls last year.
Facts. Say that again, Rob.
When you getting calls and texts about the offensive line competing, you wasn't getting them calls last year.
But again, it's a mindset. Like if you go back and watch the video, them kids didn't have it. These boys got dog mentality in them. They got dog. They listen. They got a chip on their shoulder because they know they live in what these other guys that ain't even on the team no more. They know they got to pick up what these people did. So they got a real big chip on their shoulder. And even their coach, the way a coach talk, he know that he got some real big shoes to fill. So he know it's on him. But yeah, you gotta like the way the offensive line look. I think we're gonna get a couple of guys. Let's not sit up here and let's not be naive I think it's gonna be a few kids after the spring that's gonna hit the portal that it might be a couple surprises too. I'm not gonna tell y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it might be a couple of surprises.
There's gonna be some kids that hit that portal.
That's facts. But it's gonna be some people coming in as soon as they leave. It's amazing how Coach Prime gets some to come right behind them. So if they leave, it's in their best interest. But
Because
you're
Texas,
looking for people
Texas
who want to
definitely
be
gonna have to
here.
cook some people. Texas definitely gonna have to kick some people because they way over scholarship right now because everybody's signing with them. So I know they
Florida
way over
State, how do they
scholarship.
have
So
that many scholarships? Lord have mercy.
Hey, listen, you ain't got in the spring. You don't got to worry about that. That's why I keep
yeah,
saying
in the
the
spring you're
spring
not playing
jobs.
nobody. You don't
It's
have to be under.
evaluation time.
Yeah,
All you doing is
you don't have to be
evaluating
under
players.
scholarship.
Yeah, you can be way over scholarship. You can be over 100 scholarship if you want to, but by the time you get out of spring, you better start cutting that roster down.
I mean, you can have 125 on the roster. You only can have 85, 85
85
scholarship players.
scholarships. Yeah,
85.
And
you can go to
85.
scholarship right now, but you got to get that number down.
So yeah, we should be. So you gonna get kids to. We look good right now, and then you got to think about the safety that came. So you got a quarterback that came in from Oregon State. You got the guy that came, the other defensive back that came in from
Jackson State.
the one that just came in from Jackson State, and then another one came in before them two. It was somebody else. The dude from Liberty, right? The dude from
Oh yeah,
Liberty.
yeah, yeah. He nice.
Yeah, from
He
Liberty.
nice.
Yeah.
He nice.
You see
Yeah,
what
he
I'm
nice.
saying? So, and listen, and I don't want to say this because people feel like we be bashing, bro. But what TW playing at? Do
I don't
anybody know
see
where
it.
he playing at right now?
I don't see
I'm
it.
saying where he is on the
I
where
do,
do you
coach. I do, coach. I
Where?
do.
Where?
Kickoff.
see that as his position? Is it listed in the secondary or is it listed at linebacker?
His position gonna be listed special teams.
He's gonna have to get on the portal. It's in his best interest to get in the portal.
He
Eh,
not
eh,
leaving, Mr. Steve. He not. I
I
just don't see
understand
him
he's not,
leaving.
but if the coaches decide, and this is where you're gonna, this is oh man, it's a tough one. They're gonna have to if they're
Yeah.
playing the bet if they're paying the best players. That's gonna be a hard sell when you seeing somebody who's just as athletic and going out there making plays and you sitting that person down. That's hard. That's hard.
Okay, since we own that, just give me your two cornerbacks and your two safeties right now if you got to go play with what we got right now, not just what we got right now.
The board from McConnell and Travis, my cornerbacks. That's easy.
At corner, who you got at safety?
You know, Shiloh won.
Hey, that boy Khalil Benson Wallen. Hey, that boy said, "Hey, to David Conner, I'm here to take your spot. You been here."
Uh-huh.
Oh, hey, Rob, you give us your free safety because I just got Shiloh right now.
Travis J. It's either Travis J or
Yeah,
Vito
Travis
Tisdale.
J. Travis J. I go
Here's the
Shiloh and
safeties.
Travis J.
You got Shiloh, you got Travis, you got Vito, you got Cam.
Damn, I could do Shiloh and Cam.
We got what's the dude that just transferred from he was playing with them at Jackson State.
Hugh Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Smith.
Herbert Smith. Yep,
Herman
Smith.
Smith.
Yeah,
Yep.
you got some people that just came in, man. Miller Jones is not somebody to sleep on. He gonna
I
come
like
play
him.
100 miles per hour. Like they got some people in the secondary for sure.
I would do
back there.
Shiloh and Miller Jones because I need somebody who can track people, and Milner Jones can't do that.
You know, Prime like Slusher, so he back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he gonna be in the star spot. He gonna be more in the box. He might.
Yeah, and I'm about to
like.
Yeah,
say
he'll be
that.
the box.
I think the kid from Liberty, Smith, Herman Smith, and what's his name? Slusher, and what's the other cat you just named, Rob? Damn, the one from
Travis J.
no
Travis J.
Talking about
the
Milner Jones or who?
dang, it just slipped my mind like that. But I think they're gonna be in the star position. I don't think they free safeties. Hughes and Miller Jones and Herman Smith and Slusher. I think they more like gonna be like that star. I don't really see them as no
Free
free safety like that.
the hitters. Okay, I got you.
You know what I mean? And then the two
Who you got
corners,
at
y'all gonna be
cornerback?
surprised. These are my corners. Y'all gonna be surprised and shocked. My two starting corners is the kid from Oklahoma State
McConnell.
and Clamarty McLean.
What
I
you gonna do
got
with Travis?
Travis. I got Travis playing more as the nickel, or he follows the best wide receiver around. Wherever they best wide receiver go, that's where Travis go. Let the
Okay.
other two guys with the height and reach run that outside, unless their number one receiver goes to the outside.
Travis really will be better at free safety. You put Travis
Oh
at free
no,
safety, I'm telling you, man, you'd be
With his
surprised.
he don't like to tackle, bro. He can't come down and tackle like that. You don't want Travis coming down and tackling like that. You're gonna play him on offense.
But Big LT, if you pay attention, you won't. I will put, me being personally, I would put Travis at the strong. Let him be the single high safety.
Because he's so smart. He's very smart.
He'll get everything.
The best ball instincts in college football.
Yeah, he's smart, very smart, and he get to those things Shiloh can't get to. But to play that and offense, that'll be a hard. That's hard.
That's hard on him, man.
That's hard. That's
too hard on that.
He don't gotta play offense no more. He ain't gotta play offense no more.
No. You gotta put him on offense. He has to play offense, bro.
He loves offense. When you got 780 some yards, you gonna play offense.
Hell yeah, and then a talent like that, not an offense, that's the problem. You gotta put him on offense. He's too much of a offensive talent.
And you missed 3 games, got 780 some yards. Oh yeah, he's
Prime,
playing offense.
Prime got to make sure.
Listen, for all you that think that I'm saying play Travis at safety, I'm not saying that. I said in certain situations, and we're playing single high. In certain situations,
it would make sense
as the safety, as the deepest man back there who has the most range, who can go get the ball from any sideline to sideline. You put him in the middle of the field. It makes the most sense.
Yep, it does. It does. If you come out winning,
to go tackle somebody, you ask him to go you ask him to be a ball hog and go get interceptions.
That's what the linebackers for. That's what the linebackers for. Go ahead, Rob.
I mean, at the end of the day, right now, again, you in a good spot. Like I say, you probably at corner, you probably 3 deep, and probably every safety, you probably 2 to 3 deep. The only place where I don't think we 3 deep is probably defensive tackle right now. We might not be 3 deep. We might not be 3 deep at defensive tackle, but everywhere else, I think we 3 deep.
What about linebacker?
I'm gonna say at linebacker we not. I don't think we're on linebacker.
Inside why you don't say that?
We're good on the outside.
Why y'all don't say that? You got inside. You probably have Victory
and
Bentley. And Gant.
You got Webster too.
Webster. Oh yeah, you do. You
sure plus do. All the sophomores and the freshmen that didn't play last year.
Well, I said Victory, but I don't think. I think that boy from London. I think that boy from London gonna play more outside than he is inside.
And don't forget about Morgan Pearson, man. Morgan Pearson's gonna play. He's more athletic than all them linebackers.
Hey, shout out to the 189 super chat. I got Cooper for commodity due to tackling alone. Cooper gonna step up, man. Y'all keep down there.
He got big too. He didn't put some weight on too, man. Cooper done put some weight on. He didn't got big.
Yeah, that's the one person I haven't seen in no videos. I ain't seen Carter Stoudemire. I know he's there, but I just haven't seen him.
He's there because what's the call? Yeah, he's there. But Kamani gonna have to fight for some playing time, man. Because that McConnell rate right up there with Travis as far as PF. So it's hard to keep a kid like that off the field.
It's gonna be hard, but I just that range that Kamani got is just now that he getting the little stuff, you gonna see the real Kamani McClain, the confidence. He got that Travis type confidence. Y'all see how Travis real mild mannered when he ain't on the field, but when he get on the field, he becomes something else. Kamani has that, but he had to get everything else in order. Kamani has that, and so if Kamani can turn that on, I don't think nobody can keep him off the field. I'm just being honest with y'all. If he gets to that level, and get comfortable in the defense, I don't think nobody can keep him off the field like that because he's just an all around great talent.
But what I see though, Coach, and this is what I'm just going off, Kamani and McConnell next year, they're probably gonna be the best cornerbacks in the country.
It's gonna be a hell of a tandem. gonna be a hell of a tandem.
We should.
That's gonna be a
We
hell of a
should.
tandem, man. And start around there with them. They gonna be wrong.
It won't. They won't be the only ones. By then, we'll be done got a couple of folks out the portal.
Oh, you yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to see this old line compete too, man. They be in there talking that hot stuff, and see O'Connell didn't like Benson. I think it was Benson that he was getting into it. He didn't like him keeping him accountable. You know what I mean? And he had to go ahead and let him know.
But you need that though. You need that. Shout out
Right.
to the 199 super chat. What's the range, Dre? Starters Travis, Cooper, and McKinney.
I mean, you can go with any of that. I can't debate none of that. I just know what people see in Travis that Cormani got that because I done seen it. You get what I'm saying? I've seen him do it, so I know he got it in him. I haven't seen the kid from play, but everybody talk great about him, so I feel good that he can play, and we know what Cooper can do. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Cooper can play football. Nobody can doubt that Cooper can't play football. So we should feel good about our secondary. The front seven, I think the front seven is what we're more concerned about, is what it's going to look like. I ain't going to say we got to be concerned, but, we want to see it produce some. We need to produce some sacks this year.
Correct.
We need to produce a rush. We got to definitely have a pass rush.
And stop the run.
Yeah, but I think all that comes with it. Mm-hmm. But you see that I don't want a guy that's just sold on stopping the pass, because I think that's what got Dallas in trouble last week. Is living out there guessing, and we running the ball, and he trying to rush the quarterback. That's ridiculous.
And who y'all think Prime gonna get that number 2 to next year? I mean this year.
They gotta earn it.
That's gonna be
ain't nobody wearing 2 on defense.
Wow. Yeah, that's what
you don't think so, Coach? You don't think he'll give it up to somebody this year?
What you gonna make Travis wear it? That's about the only kid he probably feel comfortable with.
Cool.
Wow.
And he gotta play offense, so he couldn't get it. So I mean, who you feel comfortable with putting on 2? That's just a strictly defensive player.
Yeah, Travis can't do it because he play offense and defense. Yeah, that's true.
You said who gonna get the number 2 on defense?
Yeah.
The only person that I would get number 2 for it, he ain't even on the team.
Oh yeah. Now if he come now, then we got to talk about it. But if he ain't coming, then nobody.
What up, fellas?
What up?
What's up, bro?
What's up? I had to hop on a panel because I didn't want to keep texting in the chat. But it's challenging, man. It's hard to pick that starting lineup for the corners, especially because we don't know what's going to come in the summer transfer portal as well. What Carmody going to look like in the summer too.
This is my thing. If with how good our corners is right now, I don't think nobody except for maybe, like you said, Caleb Downs is about the only kid I can think that if you're not here for the spring, you talking about coming in for the summer. I don't think nobody else can come in and just take them boys spot like that. I think they're gonna be too ingrained like that. We got 4. We talking about 4 kids that we feel comfortable with at corner right now. That I would feel comfortable going out and starting with. I don't think nobody can just come in and say, "Hey, bro, go sit on the bench."
And
I just don't see that.
And they got years to go too. They got a couple more years behind that too. So why would I bring somebody in?
You right. Yeah, I like Komani, man. I like Komani. He gonna put some weight on this summer. Yeah, pretty good.
Somebody mute their phone, man. Somebody mute their phone.
I think that's just a well-off video.
Oh, okay. My bad. I wasn't listening.
Listen, bro. I don't need that. I haven't been here. You got guys trying to take us up. I'm telling you, I'm one of the one. I'm one of the one. No. Let you know that right now. Toughen up, bro. You been here. Toughen up. You been here. You been here.
That's different.
Competition. Who that talking? I know that's Vincent, but who's Vincent talking to?
That's Vincent That's Benson and David Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Connor wants some head, boy. Connor got
Benson
something
the
to
one
prove.
that's telling him, I'm ready to take your job, boy.
That's different. That's different there. And that's what you want. That's what you want. You want people letting you know I'm and that's what Kamani. What I like about Kamani. Kamani ain't letting nobody come taking his job, man. Because he gonna have to get them books and look. You ain't taking my job.
Yeah, that's what. Hey, listen, as an offensive line, like that guy that be down there in the trenches of your son, my son play down there. That's what you're looking for. That's what.
Yeah, that
That's
put a
what you gotta
smile
have.
on Lloyd Hall's face. That puts a
That's
smile on
what
Lloyd
you.
Hall's face.
That's what you want. Hey, bro, we listen. I don't know what you finna do. I don't know what. Oh, that kind of stuff. They're gonna have you standing over there on the sideline with coach. That stuff they're gonna have you standing on. Or you ain't gonna be on this team. We can't. We ain't finna put up with none of that.
And what
But
people
that
don't
kid Benson.
understand, is that what you just saw, that well off man, that's a recruiting mechanism. A
What?
junior is part of the recruiting assist. He damn near a recruiting assistant. You don't think these other players seeing that right now? They want some of that action, man. They want some of that man. They hear it. They seen these kids online. Benson or one of them guys was just online on his whatever the social media stuff is. And man, they see that stuff going on. Man, you heard him when he talking about the energy like in the cafeteria and this and that. A lot of
Hey,
them guys that go to them other programs, they make them come in there with they tie pulled up to they Adam's apple. You know what I'm saying? They can't be themselves.
Hey, Caleb Proctor, if you watching, buddy, we got a spot for you. You can come on to the city. You get what I'm saying? I know you want to go to Iowa, but you can come. We'll take you. You see what we been in down here. Pete ain't even in the room yet.
Hey, listen, I'm telling y'all better start paying attention to some of these players' faces. You gonna see who wants to smoke and who don't.
I was about to say that same thing, Rob. I was about to say that same thing. If you ain't about that, man, I'm telling you right now, you'll feel it in your gut when somebody talking to you like that.
You seen what David Connor looking like. Now he want to start pushing and shoving because he talking that real to him. Hey, you either gonna come to work or you gotta go. We ain't here for all that, dog. We on a mission.
That's football, man. That's football, man.
And the coaches are eating this up because when they see that, they see who they can depend on and who about that. Then the other people, we need to replace him. So they better get on it.
And that right there, that offensive lineman ain't gonna sit back and watch the door get knocked down or this happened to one of the players and not do nothing about it. That guy right there finna be on your head, boy.
Hey,
that dude
listen,
there finna be on your top, man.
Hey, them boys say they was in the restaurant on a visit and somebody tried to do and them boys got upset.
About to put the flu flops on them.
I just gotta go old school right now. That's fine. My camera can't take it no more. My camera tapped out on me. We still gotta wait for the bag.
Now people gonna cry. Now see people gonna cry about this. He going somewhere else. Somebody gonna cry about this.
Nah, that's old footage, coach. When they landed in Paris.
That's old. That is.
I'll show finna say they finna get ready to cry about that.
They were definitely crying about that over on a couple other channels.
Hey, let them cry.
The Raiders finalizing Antonio Pierce.
Man, we need number 10, man. Trying to see the growth, trying to see the guys get swole, expand their bodies. Yes. Lift up, spread. Whatever you want to say. We working. 10. Yo, talk to him. That's a grown man.
Big season. You know they hate to see that. They hate to see that, boy.
That's a grown man.
They hate to see season.
Why they lie to say that boy was at the Polynesian Bowl?
Because they hate to see him up there in Colorado, coach. They don't want to see him up there.
Hey, man, come on, bro. I'm working. Man, go. Come on. Control it.
And CC was still a baby. They gonna get him. They gonna have him right.
I'm here.
I've been struggling, but I'm here. You can see him in the background of yesterday's video throwing up. But, it's been rough.
He's filling out now.
Just getting used to that.
He's filling out.
You wanted that? So we're in the right position. So I'm here. Brace. See no tall, tight core. All right. Rotate.
That boy Dockway or whatever his name is that D tackle. That boy big, boy. That's a load right there.
He's a bowling ball.
Straight bowling ball.
Man, this size look different, man. This different. Travis put a little weight on too.
Herman's in the building, man. I'm happy to see you. Hey, we here, man.
So you even got certain CU alumni that's hating on that right there, man. Come on, man. How you hating on your squad and what they got going on, man? Just because they ain't doing what you want them to do. Or moving the way you want them to move.
That don't look like last year group.
Especially now with that line.
No, that look like last year, man. I was like, these boys look like they're in high junior college.
Hands off! Push. Good.
Man, getting them teams from the Midwest come up in that altitude, they should run the brakes off them jokers up there in CU when them Midwest schools come up.
Why you think UCF trying to make sure that game in Florida? They ain't trying to come up there to have to throw up.
Hey, that altitude, you can't do it. I've been there 3 years. You can't do it.
It's our job, bro.
That's for 11, bro.
Like, who was that little dude right there?
Travis never gets tired.
What little dude? What you talking about in the back? That one that was next to Travis in the white shirt. I ain't see him. I gotta wait till they come back down.
Yeah.
I think he got dreads and stuff like wrapped up or something. Him right there.
I don't know.
Running next to Travis. Hold on, Bucky finna go over there. We gonna see in a minute. You better stand up.
He down. That
easy
altitude.
I'm used to this shit, bro. That's it, bro.
Travis different, man.
Yeah.
Travis different.
Dead. Hands on the hip, dead. We finna be head up down to the next group workout.
I'm tired of it.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm trying to lock in.
Shoot. I'm dead out here, man.
I'm trying to lock in.
He rebuke it in the name of Jesus.
He ain't dead as them other dudes, though, huh? Idaho got that thin air too, don't they?
I remember these days.
Yeah, you are way up north.
Not like Colorado.
But not like Colorado.
Okay.
They train in Colorado. The Olympics train in Colorado and Utah.
Yeah, I know Herm was at Idaho State last year.
It's different in Colorado, man. That air
That's where the great Bud Crawford trained in too.
He beat Travis. I saw him.
Hey man, don't bring up Crawford over here no more.
Time for pound number one.
Hey man, he need to take that rematch with my guy. Hey. For what? Man, don't nobody want to see that big LT.
Nobody want to see that at all.
Hey man, Earl, my guy, man. I'm gonna ride for him. I'm gonna ride for him too. I don't want to see him get hurt, bro. I don't want to see him fight that man again, bro. Yeah, I like both of them though. What his name say? Coleman. Who is Coleman? Hey, somebody need to do some homework real quick. See this?
Yeah, who is Coleman? I haven't saw him. I haven't seen him.
I don't know who that is. And see, and y'all gotta remember, Bucky only shows stuff for a reason. He's not doing it just to be out there doing stuff. He does editing on his work.
So he only showing you stuff for a reason.
21 days of prayer. Consistency. I am a bucket of consistency. Whatever you do consistently, that's who you are. Think about that for a minute. That ain't what I call you.
We decided to lose that game. That was something we had to throw up.
You know, Prime was sitting over there with a smile, a smirk on his face, and the boys got
Two more than what we already had on the plan. Make up in your mind. Make your brother.
Bro, Prime smiling because he knows some stuff that he knows some people still coming that we know nothing about.
Right.
Mac, yeah. It's your new well off.
Let's go.
Especially when that new D coordinator come in there, man. It's gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings because they thinking Prime ain't gonna bring nobody in there.
Can we get that on well off either? I just want to see him go to blows.
See what I'm saying? That's what they want. They want these boys. That's what they looking for.
I can see quite a few skirmishes because when Coach
They're gonna have some full-fledged defense offensive fights this year. We saw maybe one last year, but you can believe they're gonna have some this year.
And half of them was scared, Coach Dre, to get out there and skip them.
Absolutely, to check them.
Tell him, Tell him, man, when one person fight, everybody fighting. You sitting over here, you ain't doing nothing. Man.
They kicking it. They gonna be kicking there, shuffling dirt, deciding if they're gonna jump in there or not.
Yeah, them some big boys.
They got that weight shit, but I got this.
So I wonder if he play wide receiver, running back. That Coleman.
I got that shit.
Yeah, I need to look that one up. Somebody needs to look that one up. He big boy.
You get that weight shit though.
He got a little size on him.
I'm be walking around like this.
Travis different, man. Look at this. And I'm curious, how fast is Travis?
Push.
Probably like a 4.48.
Damn it, Herb.
He probably like a 4.48. He ain't super blazing fast. He got more football speed than anything. Game speed.
Hold on, Big LT.
Tell me. We never get tired.
Cheeto, keep it
I told you, Cheeto keep it going.
You got to use that to the right. Hands off hit. Cheetos all the time. Listen. Hands off. Come on. That's cool. Listen, bro. I don't need that. I haven't been here. You got guys who come and take those up. I'm telling you, I'm 1-1. I'm 1-1. No. Let you know that right now. Toughen up, bro. You been here. Toughen up. You been here. You been here. I guarantee you.
Fighting over running. I might just run more. Competition.
Yo, lock in. Hey, anytime you go to yourself some room, we got 10 up downs for high infractions, right?
What?
You do it right there. You ain't got to go too far. Let's go. Get a move. Here we go. Hey, you got people not ready. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get up.
So he bigger than Bishop.
Yeah,
bigger than
Bishop, homeboy. Bishop ain't close to that side. That's muscle.
Yeah, he bigger than Bishop. Bishop is taller than he is.
Yeah, that's a big boy. Look at the ones behind him. Those are big boys. And he in shape.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Wally. Don't be the one to fuck it up,
Look at the one in the back.
That's that wide receiver from North Carolina State back there.
Oh, Timmons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it. Watch it. 10 up. I'm telling you guys, watch it. Do it right. 4 wins, baby. 4 wins.
Boy, about to hit that portal.
It's time to go. Time to go, coach.
Hey, you heard Coach? He said you somebody been a 5-star or something like that. You got to show me.
Damn. These the same ones who ain't doing this here give up on you when it's the fourth quarter and you down and you need that stop for third and 2. They'll give up on you.
Who I miss one?
And a lot of these guys, they second
Who I miss
day
one on the run?
too, though. So they ain't used to that win.
Yeah, it's their second day.
Who I miss one? Put your hand up. Bring that shit high. Somebody that missed one, stay after. Stay after. However many you miss, you gonna run them. We'll give you a little break, but we're gonna run them. We're gonna get it in. All right. So everybody on the same page. Hands off. All right. As you can see, we got some people hungry to win. All right. I hope you're one of those people. I hope you're not one of those people that's setting us back. All right. As everybody talking about, 4 wins. That's what we had. Whether you was a part of it or you weren't. Hopefully we writing a new story, right? But that's based off of how you come to work every day. We are half a weekend. Some of y'all 2 days in. You only got 2 days. Whatever it is. As you can see, we just now starting this thing. And a lot of y'all feeling it already. Y'all talking about this real. We ain't even got real yet. Have we got real yet? People been here? It ain't even got real yet. So, like I said, some of y'all got lifestyle changes to make. Don't take away from it by your lifestyle choices, all right? There to make sacrifices for yourself and your family and your teammates. All right, everybody good on that? Yes, sir. Everybody aware of what we got starting next week? Yes, sir. All right, before we get to next week, make sure you know we got open hours tomorrow. Open hours tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 11. All right, if you know you got things you need to be working on.
That's for guys that want the extra work.
We'll have a
And if you don't show it, that means you don't really want to play football.
If you got something you want to do on your own, we'll let you ride.
Who's the white boy right
do
here?
on your own, long as it's not something that's going to hurt you. All right, everybody good on that. All right, but again, keep pushing each other. It don't always got to be a damn altercation to push somebody. All right, who that in the back? Stand up. Come on, Cole. I'm talking about you, and you bent over. But look, make sure we handling our business, all right? That's the main point of that. Eat, sleep, hydrate. Make sure we get up there. Well, get a meal in before we get in here and train. Make sure you get some fuel in after. Everybody good on that? Yes, somebody break it down. Hey, dominate on 3, dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dominate. Hey, new cat break it down.
Damn.
That's Michael.
I like that.
Michael, that's the rookie. Somebody in trouble, boy. That's the rookie.
Wow.
But to the haters, they say Prime ain't got no white boys on the team.
Ain't nobody hear what them folks talking about.
Y'all ran a lot of shit was getting wicked, bro. Man, I thought I was running. I was a track star for a minute. It's Friday, day before the weekend. Friday, best day, man. But New Orleans, we here, though. Don't worry about it. Wait till we get
Deion gonna have to show out the spring, man. He's gonna have to show out the spring on that freshman gonna come get it.
Yeah.
Boy, listen, boy, that kid. I told y'all that kid for real, boy.
Yeah.
That kid for real,
Deion
boy.
gonna have to show out, man.
That boy stepped up and said it before the senior said anything. He made his comment. Wow.
Hey, some people about to hit the portal. Hey, you better come with it. All they talking, all this, that, and the third, all that's over with. You better come show put the work in, or somebody your spot getting taken. That's as simple as that. It ain't no if, ands, or buts about it. If you don't come to work, your spot getting taken, or you gonna get replaced in the portal. So you make your mind up. Come to work or get replaced. Simple as that. Ain't nothing else to talk about.
But when you got play, but see, that's what coaches want. Coaches really don't want to be the one holding the players accountable. They want the teammates to hold them accountable because that's when you got a winning football team. When a coach ain't got the yell like that and this y'all going at it, listen, long as you get what I'm saying, that's what you want. Man, you can't ask for nothing better, boy. People might be in trouble, but I'm just telling you, boy, Savion, boy, if you're listening, boy, you better show up, boy. You better be at the open whatever they got going on tomorrow. You better make sure you there, because I know that kid Michael gonna be there.
He coming stand on business.
Yeah, for real.
But he ain't playing. He ain't. But listen. Coach Prime did that first meeting. He did say, "Oh, just because you a rookie, you don't think you can lead."
And
He did
he
say
said
that.
something.
He
He
said
said
that.
that, bro. He said that. So I mean, they got a lot of expectation for that kid, man. So don't, hey, listen. I don't know, Savion, boy.
Hey, they might mess around and get that one running back from FAMU too, huh? That one that transferred from Florida State.
I don't know because it's too many people in the room, and he only got 1 year eligibility. He need to go somewhere where he can play and
Yep.
he can get seen. So I really want him to go somewhere else. I wouldn't want him to come to Colorado.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
really
no.
wouldn't want because I think he only got. Well, if he had 2 years
I thought he was
eligibility,
a
yeah,
red shirt.
maybe.
I
But he
thought
only
I
got
seen him a
1
red
year.
shirt freshman or a red shirt sophomore or something like that.
But still, you got 2 more
Talking about
years
the
of
good running back.
Alto and Dylan and that young boy Welch. So Colorado loaded, man. You getting
Nah,
playing time.
his name was some Rydell or I forgot his name, man. But he transferred in from Florida State. He was a
Well,
3-star.
right now,
All right.
the FAMU players still trying to wait and see what's going to happen because they might get what they want. I'm not saying they're gonna get what they want, but they might end up getting the in-house guy. And if they do, then they'll try to stay. But if they go do something different, there it's gonna be mass exit at FAMU. I'm talking about mass exit.
Shout out to Antonio Pierce, man, getting the head coaching job with
Yep.
the Raiders. They
Oh
finally
man,
finalized
salute, man.
everything, man. Salute to that brother. Finally getting
Congrats,
his
brother.
opportunity.
Congrats.
I'm gonna let y'all get y'all final thoughts before I head up out of here. Gotta get some things done, man. Gotta go pick up my sister from the hospital. So I'm gonna let y'all get y'all last thoughts before we check up out of here.
Hey man, to everybody up here, we appreciate y'all coming. Everybody in the chat, we appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Y'all know we SOB over everything. Good day for us. A great video. Man, make sure you check on your people, man. And if you know what I'm saying, if you done wrong somebody or somebody done wronged you, man, forgive them. Not for you. I mean, not for them, but for you, so you won't stop your blessings, man. Coach Dre, love everybody, man. We out.
That's right.
See you guys in the next one, man. Appreciate everybody. Once again, man, this is Rowdy Man Media, and we bring you another live, man. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
Now let me tell y'all something about dreams. Listen up, because this is something I found out a long time ago that goes against everything you see in a movie, on TV, or what your great grandma may have told you when you were a kid. See, dreams don't happen overnight. That ain't how it works. See, they come to you in the daylight. You gots to be awake. Cause baby, you got to run dreams down. See, that chase is where we learn the most about ourselves. To take that extra step, that extra mile, that extra rep. Now look here. You don't never know how long it's gonna take or exactly what it'll look like when you get there. The only thing you know is you can never stop. So, question time. What's your dreams? What's your dream? Are you willing to do what it takes to make that dream a reality? No. See, not while you're sleeping, but every darn day you wake up. Because if it does, good morning. Now give me my darn theme